The tale commences with a rebirth in a mystical realm, as a baby boy gazing up at the ceiling, startled to find candles instead of LED bulbs. In this backward civilization compared to Earth, he's born into affluence, an orphan in his past life. It's a decent start for him. The beauty of his birth mother captivates him. His luck seems promising, especially in matters of love. 3 years fly by, and the baby boy grows a tad older. His first glimpse beyond the cradle astonishes him. The world outside is vast, even to a child's eyes. A sudden cry from his nanny interrupts his adventure. "Young master," she shouts, swiftly pulling him from danger. He apologizes for his mistake. He discovers his family's connection to the Grand Duchy, famed within the kingdom. He's the son of Grand Duke Dragonia in the Kingdom of Lionheart, a duke himself. 8 years fly by as he receives his first sword. Embracing the path of a future knight, he begins learning swordsmanship and mastering chi and aura. His mentor, Sir Gothic, a holy knight from the palace, believes teaching him is the goddess's will. He's certain it will be a rewarding journey. Meeting Leon, he greets him warmly. Leon requests Sir Gothic's care for him, but Sir Gothic seems unaware. 14 years drift by this way. Leon grows furious at Sir Gothic's intense training. A holy knight is indeed a formidable being in human guise, and becoming one is an arduous task. Leon's journey to become a knight demanded quest completion, relying on experience, honor, and the Holy Grail's choice, alongside drinking holy water. As Dragonia's heir, Sir Gothic taught Leon everything about Grand Duchy succession. A distraction earned Leon a punch and a lesson. Observe opponents till the end, a Grand Duke's prerequisite. Unconscious, sword-broken, Leon, amidst training, pleaded for divine help, despite his disbelief in religion. 16 years flew as Leon sought goddess recognition, roving the world for acknowledgement and the quest to be a holy knight. Earning goddess acknowledgement meant amassing fame and good deeds. A distant smoke caught Leon's attention, diverting his thoughts. Orcs besieged. People cried for aid. Leon and his allies defended despite fear, seeking divine intervention as prayers echoed. Amidst battles and concerns over wielding his sword, the kingdom faced many foes. As the Orc King advanced, Leon rebuked their invasion. He wielded his sword, slicing orcs. 20 years passed. Meeting Goddess Ariana changed Leon's beliefs. A quest to prove honor and faith began. Obeying Ariana's orders, Leon toiled, becoming a holy knight. He battled relentlessly, orcs, goblins, and an evil cult, showing his prowess. Rising to war knight status, he led, massacring 700,000 orcs. After slaying them, he felt a sense of relief from their menace. 35 years passed, and tragedy struck. The revered Argent Majesty Lionheart, a living saint and demigod, fell battling an archdemon summoned by the Empire. Orcs were already a nuisance. Now malevolent demons ran amok. This chaos emphasized the necessity of faith in gods for mankind. The Empire's dark magicians troubled them. Amidst chaos, they sought a successor for the honorable King Lionheart. The goddess chose Leon as the successor. He accepted the honor, feeling the weight but unwilling to let down his kingdom and loyal knights. Receiving the sacred Lionheart from the goddess, Leon vowed to protect the Holy Grail, becoming Grand Duke Dragonia and King of the Lionheart Kingdom. 80 years passed, marked by 3 orc wars, a hunchback goblin evolving into an archdemon, and disturbing experiments by the Empire's dark magicians. Chaos ensued as the Empire embraced the rogue northern cult, foolishly challenging the gods. Granting human rights to undeserving beings led to disaster. Leon commanded the knights to confront these separatists. 96 years elapsed. The Empire's rogues offered 3 million lives to the Lord of Chaos. The Emperor, once reluctant to die, committed suicide. Summoning the Lord of Chaos, the Emperor caused mass deaths. Leon rallied the knights, wielding a freshly cleaned holy sword against this new threat. 121 years had passed, yet Leon's efforts couldn't save the crumbling kingdom. Despite his holiness, evil prevailed, frustrating his desires. On his knees, regret filled Leon's heart for failing to protect the kingdom. Sir Aaron approached, addressing him as Lord Leon, acknowledging his father's honorable death. Addressing the troops, Leon called attention to the villains who stole their brethren and loved ones, their cries echoing across the land. The scene depicted lambs trembling, women consoling children, youth kindling resistance, and knights nurturing hope amidst blood-soaked wastelands. Leon, aware of his limitations, acknowledged that even as the goddess's chosen, he couldn't quell the spread of evil beyond the horizon. Mounting his horse, Leon rallied his army against those violating everything they held dear, urging eternal fury in the face of deceitful victory. Seeking guidance, Leon beseeched the goddess, who assured him of her presence until the end. Commanding the troops to charge, they engaged in a final battle against billions of devils, using barbarian slaves as shields. Civilian knights, glorious warriors, and the chosen agent of the gods fought valiantly, meeting honorable ends. Alone, Leon battled demons, annihilating countless lords and archdemons, showcasing the might of the Holy Knight. 217 years had passed, yet winter persisted as the fight raged on. After 256 years, Leon obliterated the final demon gate, trapping them with nowhere to flee. Addressing the demons, Leon vowed to eliminate every last one. Stuck in this world were not him, but those vile creatures with him. 300 years passed. A clash between Leon and a colossal archdemon resulted in the archdemon's single-slash defeat, leaving onlookers astonished at his prowess. Rallying the courage of others, Leon declared himself as King Lionheart, the esteemed knight and agent of the holy temples, inspiring hope amidst questions about his identity. After 3 centuries, Leon, the Night King, encountered Earthlings, having vanquished all demons, marking his triumphant return. In the heart of Seoul, an enigmatic black gate swung open, shrouded in mystery. The Korean Hunter Association and the World Hunter Association jointly urged the nation's major guilds to join the impending raid. However, these pleas were met with denial, stemming from the elusive nature of the gate's difficulty. In a decisive move, the Korean government mandated the Korean Hunter Association to take the lead, essentially dictating the execution order. The revelation that unfolded was a sight beyond imagination as they gazed upon a shirtless figure. Kim Jin-soo, the head manager of the Korean Hunter Association, inquired of Han Hari, the associate manager, if she had attempted it. She wearily confessed to having tried. Han Hari expressed disbelief, to which Kim Jin-soo calmly remarked that skepticism was only natural. Against all odds, they confronted a black-rank demon gate housing the Great Devil, miraculously returning unscathed, thanks to the extraordinary efforts of one man. The entrance of Leon at the Korean Hunter Association left Kim Jin-soo and Han Hari astounded. Inquiring hesitantly, Kim Jin-soo asked, "You're a survivor from inside the gate, aren't you?" Indeed, Leon emerged as the resilient survivor who defied the challenges within the gate. Gates emerging worldwide over the past 3 decades shared uncanny similarities. A stark reality loomed, a world teetering on the brink of destruction or one already laid to waste. Survivors occasionally returned to Earth wielding unimaginable strength earned in the demon realm. Recognizing the importance of these survivors, governments globally endeavored to meet their needs and devised plans for their recruitment. Kim and Han deliberated on scouting an individual of exceptional strength, a decision fueled by the person's incredible abilities. Kim emphasized the uniqueness of this individual. While an A-rank hunter risks their life against a high-ranking demon, he effortlessly dispatched a great devil, a creature even feared by the most skilled S-rank hunters. Leon didn't merely defeat it, he displayed unparalleled dominance. Cultural concerns and Leon's regal self-reference fueled Kim's worries. Han, however, reassured Kim, sensing goodness in Leon's character through his voice. Suddenly, Leon erupted in anger, shattering office glasses with a thunderous shout, leaving everyone stunned. Leon's anger flared, defending the revered Lionheart name against tarnishing as he vehemently scolded the staff. A mere 15 minutes later, during an ongoing interview, Leon, feeling foreign, delved into his past. He recounted a life as an orphan, toiling through his 20s, ultimately succumbing to exhaustion. After his earthly demise, Leon found himself reincarnated in another world, ascending to the roles of king and knight for over a century in a distant kingdom. Conquering the demon realm consumed another 200 years of demon hunting, totaling an astounding 300 years of existence. The tale left the staff bewildered, grappling with the concept of Leon's dual memories. A touch of confusion lingered after hearing his extraordinary story. Leon, sensing the staff's bewilderment, candidly disclosed his earthling origins, prompting self-reflection among the staff. Was a king with 3 centuries of otherworldly life truly more fortunate than a man in his 20s who perished from overworking? In response to the revelation, Leon humorously directed the staff to address him as Your Majesty, sparking playful confusion among them. Contemplating whether Leon was genuinely kind or if the government carefully approached survivors, Leon pondered his unique circumstances. The staff probed into Leon's connection with a black gate, the gateway to His Majesty's world. Curious, they questioned whether he single-handedly vanquished all the demons that came through. Without hesitation, Leon affirmed his role as the defender against the evil species. Asserting his accomplishments, Leon declared his duty to protect the honor of the knight. With a commanding tone, he appointed the staff as his temporary secretary, leaving them both in a state of awe and responsibility. Leon graciously granted the staff the honor of documenting this momentous incident, with the staff, albeit hesitantly, acknowledging the nuances of cultural differences. Leon, sporting a hunger for life, playfully taunted, "Is this how royalty is treated here?" The staff, quick to respond, promptly arranged for his meal. Eager to catch up on Earth's happenings during his absence, Leon, driven by curiosity, prompted the staff to unravel the unfolding story. The nightmare began 3 decades ago as gates materialized worldwide, unleashing demons and monsters upon the unsuspecting Earth. In the wake of continuous emergencies and significant losses, a revelation emerged. Each gate bore a distinct theme and a clear quest. An unattended gate led to dungeon breaks, unleashing monsters onto Earth. Amidst this enlightening discourse, the staff, noticing Leon's hunger, encouraged him to partake in his meal. Leon, with a thoughtful acknowledged the invitation. Pondering the stark differences, Leon found himself contemplating the unique aspects of this world. Unlike his own, where demons emerged akin to mushrooms after rain, here gates held specific themes and quests. Leon delved into a profound reflection on how these gates might serve as trials, shaping and training humanity through adversity. Interrupting his contemplation, a staff member announced, "Your Majesty, the meal is ready." Leon, pleasantly surprised, beheld a bone broth simmered to perfection, adorned with salt, pepper, and crunchy kimchi, xiaolongtang, a soulful dish cherished by peasants, unfolding a surprising connection between royalty and the sustenance of the common people. Despite the familiarity people find in known foods, Leon battled the resistance, forcing himself to swallow the saliva pooling in his mouth, anticipating a culinary experience beyond his comfort zone. Leon, visibly annoyed by the unfamiliar dish, erupted in exclamation, demanding an explanation. The staff calmly responded, "Your Majesty, it's called xiaolongtang, the cherished soul food of peasants." Exasperation consumed Leon as he slammed his hand onto the table, vehemently expressing his displeasure. His roar echoed, condemning the perceived insult, leaving him deeply offended by the staff's actions. Transported back to his regal roots, memories flooded Leon's mind. He reminisced about being Leon Dragonia Lionheart, a royal from another world, the proxy for gods, guardian of the Holy Grail, and the possessor of the sacred blade and spear. Returning to reality, Leon, fueled by indignation, commanded the staff to leave, emphasizing their perceived inferiority. Unveiling his formidable identity, Leon, the Lord of Chaos and the Lord of the 23 Great Devils, the arch-nemesis of demons who had slain millions, and a returner who once walked the earth, found himself taken aback by the disrespectful treatment. Amidst the chaos, Leon contemplated the disorder, attributing it to the absence of a proper religious faith. Despite his return to Earth, Leon, the Night King, felt a duty to enlighten the supposedly foolish peasants, recognizing that being part of the royal family extended beyond earthly realms. After the dramatic events, a new meal was prepared, and Leon eagerly devoured it. Kim Jinsu and Han Hari watched from behind the window glass. Contemplating, Kim Jinsu recognized the chicken and black bean noodle, Leon's favorite. Han Hari shared that Leon enjoyed a T-bone steak and a 1993 red wine. Instructing Hari to go first, Kim Jinsu insisted despite Hari's hesitance, revealing Leon's growing interest in her. Kim Jinsu praised Hari's bravery, but Hari modestly corrected her, noting Leon's acknowledgement of her courage. Armed with newfound confidence, Hari opened the door, apologizing to Leon for the interruption during his meal. Leon, wiping his mouth, recognized Hari as the swordsman from before, inviting her to sit comfortably. As Leon remembered her, Hari felt butterflies. She signaled approval, holding her hand toward the camera and giving a thumbs up. Hari sought comfort with Leon, inquiring about the meal. Leon admitted it wasn't bad and praised the chef's sincerity and finesse. Leon clarified that his discontent stemmed from the staff, emphasizing the importance of respecting royalty. Tauntingly, Leon questioned Hari's understanding of foreign relations. Offended, Hari defended her actions, attributing the disrespect to her lack of knowledge. Leon nodded, inquiring, "Is your name Han something?" Han replied, "Yes, I'm Han Hari." Leon, aware of the world's demons, confronted Hari. Leon questioned the appearance of wicked entities on Earth, and Han Hari acknowledged the truth of his observation. With a mission to recruit Leon, Hari tactically sought his royal permission for South Korea's protection. Joining the Hunter Association was her goal. In the intelligence war, the motive was to scout survivors, Leon countered, emphasizing the need to prevent allegiance to another country. Leon, an honorable knight, asserted his duty to the battlefield, stating his right to fight as long as he's settled in this world. Anxiously, Hari asked if Leon was ready to affiliate with her Hunters Association. Leon, irritated, declined being a soldier for another nation, but offered to establish a new knight's order in this world. Hari, nodding, pondered the higher-up's reaction. Kim Jin-soo encouraged her, emphasizing the need for support and relief that Leon hadn't joined another country or guild. Blaming wealthy guilds, Hari and Kim Jin-soo mentioned the Phoenix Guild, expressing frustration. Panic ensued as an alarming beep warned of a dungeon break in the Hanam Plains. An urgent message on the phone screen heightened the tension. Kim Jin-soo worried that a dungeon break near a granary could halt food production. The demonic element posed a threat. Hari mentioned the Phoenix Guild, citing S-rank hunter Lee Yongwon. She doubted he couldn't handle an orange-colored gate. Kim Jin-soo, aware of the guild's plans, rushed to intervene. Leon overheard, sensing trouble brewing. Leon pondered if a dungeon break could infect the land and halt crop growth. Thankfully, this place seemed unaffected. Mumbling a magical spell, Leon sought to connect with the Demira. Kim and Hari met hunter Lee Yongwon, questioning the chaos on Earth. Yongwon asked if they were from the association. Yongwon recalled Chief Kim and Rookie Hari. Kim Jin-soo accused the guild of breaking the dungeon due to a rejected request. The Phoenix Guild sought tax exemption for gate-related profits, infuriating Kim Jin-soo. They wanted a tax break of 1 trillion. Kim Jin-soo questioned the guild's actions given their existing benefits. Hari urged Yongwon to close the gate after a week, warning of consequences. Hari pressed Hunter Lee to close the gate promptly, emphasizing the looming consequences of leaving it open. Hunter Lee warned about the consequences if the gate remained open, the authority auctioned off. The stakes were high. Seizing the situation, Hunter Lee chuckled, revealing grave injuries among guild members. Raiding would be challenging, uncertain about tomorrow. Hari, impassioned, questioned Lee's patriotism. He laughed, claiming ignorance since last year's draft. Hari pondered the world's skewed justice. Leon's voice echoed, criticizing the shallow values. Surprised, Hari exclaimed, "Your Majesty, you're here?" Leon cautioned Hari against casual use of his name. On the other side, Hunter Lee, ignorant of Leon, insulted his appearance. Hunter Lee's anger flared, disrespecting top-ranked hunters and guildmasters. Leon dismissed him as lowly, sparking Lee's threat. Hari intervened, revealing Leon as a survivor. Surprised, Lee regretted his rudeness. Hunter Lee introduced the Phoenix Guild, questioning Leon's guild. Leon Regal refused to repeat himself. Leon urged Kim Jin-soo and Hari to summarize the gate issue, unfamiliar with the details. Kim Jin-soo doubted Leon's help. Hari, hopeful, affirmed. They explained the threat. Demonic elements from a dungeon break infecting the land and halting crop growth. Kim Jin-soo stressed the criticality of the Hanam Plains, a vital granary now threatened by spreading demonic energy infecting the ground. Seeking a solution, Leon questioned Hari. She emphasized the need to purify the infection, clear the dungeon swiftly, and eliminate it entirely. Leon, understanding the issue with infected land and gate growth, ordered forces to be called. As king, he prepared to confront the threat and handle it decisively. Hari, surprised, questioned Leon's involvement. He clarified that a foreign king needed local permission, emphasizing the importance of following rules. Emphasizing honor, Leon affirmed an honorable knight's adherence to their nation's laws. Leon instructed Hunter Lee to relay the message to their king, momentarily shocking him. Hari informed Leon that she completed the preparations as instructed. Curious, she questioned how he planned to use a straw doll for the task. Leon explained the need to purify the infected land, leaving Hari puzzled about using a straw doll. Leon requested a straw doll and specified that the crafters should be women who had given birth, outlining unique requirements for the purification process. Amidst numerous dolls in the Middle Plains, Leon singled out the 89th woman, an elderly married lady catching his eye. Leon inquired about her children, discovering she had 12. Expressing regret for the circumstances, he explained his inability to send knights with medals and gifts. Leon initiated the magic spell, placing the straw doll on the table in the field, announcing the conditions were met. Uttering the spell, Leon addressed the abundant land's mother, presenting the doll as an offering from the people. The cup filled, the sun rose, casting a red tint on the clouds. Leon declared this day a special start for the world. Hunter Lee, astonished, watched as water droplets entered the doll. Leon greeted Mother Earth, invoking Demira, the god of life and abundance, proclaiming the divinity's descent upon the land. A sacred moment unfolded. Leon respectfully greets Demira, the revered Earth Mother governing life and fertility. Demira acknowledges the land's invasion by evil forces, lamenting its contamination. Leon acknowledges the existence of malevolent species but questions the absence of divinity, surprising young Juan with his perspective. Expressing concern, Leon fears that despicable beings might tarnish Demira's purity. Demira explains that ignorance and greed aren't always sins, being inherent traits of mortals. She asks Leon about his plans for the future. After a moment's pause, Leon reflects on the distinction between blending in among swordsmen and the divine authority of a conqueror. He aims to balance duty and authority, ensuring equal ground. Leon vows to educate the ignorant and guide them towards enlightenment until a new pantheon emerges. Demira, acknowledging his efforts, offers her support if he requires any favors. Concerned about the suffering of free citizens due to evil energy, Leon appeals to Demira for healing and purification of the land, believing it's not her desire for such misery. Demira, recognizing Leon as her temple's head and champion, clarifies her divinity's limits, promising to infuse the earth with her essence and transform it, creating allies for Leon. Demira, using a water droplet, casts an energy ray that revitalizes dead crops, leaving witnesses astonished. Leon urges observers to learn, highlighting the world's blessed divinity. Leon emphasizes the righteous duty of procreation and prosperity, leaving Hanhari and Kim Jin-soo astonished. He declares the fertile earth as an eternal promise of abundance. Suddenly, young Juan voices concern, cautioning against magical crop growth, claiming it might be poisonous. Leon defends the crops as blessed with divinity, rebuking young Juan's judgment. However, young Juan disrespects Demira, calling her names in anger. With a stern expression, Leon retorted, "I can forgive your ignorance once. Do not taint the goddess with your reckless words." Young Juan fretted over his plans being ruined because of Leon and vowed, "I will expose your lies." Young Juan persisted, "We need proof. Cooperate for the people who will consume this." Determined to frame Leon as a fraud, he plotted his strategy. Determined to validate his claim, young Juan offered an appraiser. Using magical powers, a guild member scanned the crops and exclaimed in shock, "This is blessed rice." A display showed the rice's rank as rare, blessed by Demira, the goddess of life and fertility. Its description promised to cure Tier 3 diseases with repeated consumption. Astonished, guild members learned the rice could cure severe diseases and cancer. Hanhari's disbelief was evident when she stuttered, Really?" Confirming the truth, Leon replied confidently. Kim Jin-soo instructed someone to fetch a pot from the chief's house and cooked the rice. After tasting and scanning it, he exclaimed, "No way." Another screen revealed the rice's properties, enhancing stamina and mana recovery. It acted as a powerful reinforcer for 8 hours. Astonished by rice's equivalence to a costly reinforcer worth millions, Kim Jin-soo pondered its worth. Excitedly, Hanhari rushed, shouting, "Manager, big news." Kim Jin-soo urged her to finish chewing before speaking. Suddenly, Hanhari's discomfort led to a shocking revelation. She inadvertently ate a bug. Surprised, Kim Jin-soo questioned, Bug?" Hanhari exclaimed, "I got a buff." Kim Jin-soo, surprised, replied, "What? If this blessing spreads, the Hunter Association's raiding team will be motivated." They prepared to storm the gate, energized by the buffs. Demira addressed Leon as child. Leon acknowledged her as Goddess Demira. She felt her purpose was fulfilled and decided to leave. Leon expressed gratitude for her divine love. Demira imparted a final lesson to Leon, advising him to care for himself before vanishing, leaving the straw doll lifeless. Hanhari questioned the absence of gods, and Leon emphasized the importance of divine power in shaping a proper world and life. With soldiers powered up, Leon planned to enter the gate, a teleporting portal. Concerned about their plan, a guild member approached young Juan, frustrated by an unexpected survivor's interference. Young Juan wished the survivor hadn't intervened, regretting the need for government involvement and secretly harboring ill intentions towards him. Another guild member questioned young Juan's assurance, and he confidently stated the gate had been partially raided. The guild member recalled the challenges inside the gate, but young Juan dismissed concerns, focusing on Hanhari's superiority over the survivor. Young Juan expressed skepticism about their success, unaware of the gate's hidden unbeatable monster. A warning screen displayed a dungeon break starting, indicating impending death, triggering a countdown for all inside the gate. Leon entered the cave with his scout, stating, "Most gates close after clearing quests or defeating the boss." Unable to express the usual ganging up of monsters, Harry listened as Leon discovered a dead skeleton. Spotting the skeleton, Leon remarked on the dungeon's abundance of monsters. Harry explained, "It's a dungeon characteristic." Confused, Kim Jinsu sought clarification on characteristics, prompting Harry to explain how monsters respawn until the boss is defeated. Harry revealed that skeletons, zombies, and demons respawn, sparking a realization in Leon. This dungeon likely had a necromancer controlling the skeletons. A red screen flashed, signaling a dungeon break. Commander Knight Dullahan and troops approached, sentencing all within the gate to a time limit. Troops fell mysteriously, angering Kim Jinsu. A subsequent screen indicated a 2-hour 58-minute time limit to defeat Dullahan. Another red screen appeared, revealing mysterious skeletons with blue eyes. Kim Jinsu directed focus on higher-ranked foes. The fight commenced. Kim Jinsu analyzed the skeleton soldiers, asking Mashik about archers and mages. Mashik reported 30 archers and 2 mages. The battlefield unfolded as the association prepared to face the onslaught of mysterious skeletons. Kim Jinsu directed his squad to cover shields, urging snipers to handle long-ranged foes. Wishing luck, he braced for the fight. The battle intensified, surprising Kim with the strength of the orange-gated enemies. Undeterred, he defended, motivating himself as a B-rank tank. Mid-fight, Kim noticed advanced spells from skeletons. Attempting a distraction, he yelled, "Over here." A skeleton cast a spell at the association, shocking scouts. Kim reassured, "It's just a sting, our gear's expensive." Suddenly, Dullahan spawned, breaking the ground and shocking everyone. Dullahan struck Kim, sending him to the ground. Harry screamed and scouts called for reserve forces. Shocked, Kim marveled at Dullahan's speed, urgently calling for a halt. Harry sought Leon's help, but he declined, stating a king shouldn't join small battles. Leon advised building honor, shocked at Harry's insistence. He couldn't bear watching the bones fall. Confused by Leon's words, Harry pondered, realizing time was running out, and Leon showed no intention of helping. The battle continued. Hanhari noticed Leon's singular focus on Dullahan, ensuring he seemed uninterested in anything else. Taking charge, Hanhari declared she'd handle the boss, urging allies to support Chief Kim Jinsu. Engaging in the fight, Hanhari smashed skeletons, but Dullahan blocked her attacks. Struggling to separate Dullahan from the crowd, she faced difficulty when it threw its head, questioning the unconventional undead fighting style. Successfully isolating it, Hanhari lamented her expansive skills, realizing their limitations. Finding a strategic spot, she thought her skills would finish it, but Dullahan managed to block her attack. Leon, suddenly impressed, acknowledged Hanhari's exquisite sword skills, recognizing her as a noble knight. Apologizing, Leon admitted his mistake, acknowledging Hanhari as a great knight, not a mere undead. Leon proclaimed himself the king of the Lionheart, inviting unknown knights to challenge him. Confused, Hanhari witnessed his call for a noble duel. Shocked, Hanhari and Kim Jinsu watched as Leon challenged the boss to a duel, introducing an unexpected twist to the ongoing battle. Dullahan, the necromancer knight, faces off against Leon. Leon, a knight of honor, confronts Dullahan. With magical prowess, Leon wields his sword and remarks, "Can't defend your neck? I know you use double-wielded swordsmanship." Hanhari, addressing Leon as "Your Majesty," inquired nervously. Leon, gripping his sword, asked, "What is it?" Hanhari, sweating and fearful, revealed that Dullahan won't die unless beheaded. Leon pondered its importance, to which Hanhari affirmed and wondered how Leon would win without beheading. Leon asserted, "The winner is decided by a knight's honor," stunning Hanhari. Leon and Dullahan face each other, weapons ready, preparing for battle. Leon addresses Dullahan, acknowledging his titles, and sanctions a challenge. As the fight commences, Dullahan's initial blow proves futile against Leon's defense, easily blocked. Dullahan strikes again, a stronger blow. Hanhari, watching, wonders if Leon can withstand it. Leon beckoned Dullahan to attack with full force, finding the steps too light. He blocked the second attack effortlessly. Kim Jinsu, shocked, exclaimed, "Did you see that?" Young Wan, confused, asked, "Didn't he get hit?" Blushing, Hanhari praised, "Your Majesty, you're amazing." Kim Jinsu asked, "Did you see what happened?" Harry, understanding the battle, realized Leon altered the weight balance during the attack, executing a crosscut. Impressed, Leon repeated the maneuver. Harry thought, "He's so overpowered." Dullahan hadn't faced such knightly respect in a while. Landing a third blow easily blocked by Leon, Dullahan thought it was a trick, disregarding the suggestion to dismount. "Nonsense." Observing Leon's posture and experienced gaze, Dullahan admired the pursuit of honor and excellence. Leon accepted another sword attack from Dullahan, effortlessly blocking it. Leon countered, touching his sword to Dullahan's chest, and asked thrice if he'd continue the battle. Dullahan acknowledged Leon as the epitome of an honorable knight. He sought a fair battle, eschewing his necromantic powers. He desired countless duels with Leon, fighting purely as a knight would, without necromancy, relying solely on their blades. He reminisced about dueling famed knights during his honorable wanderings across the world, an aspect he had forgotten. After a prolonged battle, Leon's strike disarmed Dullahan, causing his sword to slip away. Leon spoke the word 10th. Impressed, Leon praised Dullahan's evolving swordsmanship and questioned if he recalled memories from his past life. Dullahan, filled with emotion, acknowledged Leon's role in returning the glory of his past days. Reflecting on his violent past, Dullahan sought redemption, expressing the desire to end his cursed journey honorably. Dullahan beheaded himself, presenting it to Leon, who commended his act, elated by the regained honor. Leon offered prayers, hoping for rest for Dullahan's soul, wishing guidance if a god or goddess existed for him. Leon expressed the hope to meet Dullahan again in the god's banquet hall, followed by an invocation. A radiant light enveloped them, concealing the scene. With the curse lifted, Dullahan assumed his human form, declaring, "Let the glory lie with Leon Dragonia Lionheart." Abruptly, everything returned to normal, leaving everyone bewildered, unable to process what had just occurred. Hanhari exclaimed, "He kept his promise," Kim Jinsu affirmed, acknowledging the duel's conclusion. Hanhari, stunned, pondered the mysterious light, mentioning, "I think he said, 'Let there be light.'" Kim Jinsu speculated, "Perhaps that's the divine power he spoke of. This could be why the undead vanished afterward." Hanhari lamented, "Leon should have used that skill earlier." Leon explained, "Had I done so, the noble knight would never have ended his days as a necromancer." Hanhari nodded in understanding. Leon philosophized, "A knight lives for honor. It stems from actions fueled by will. Dullahan received his deserved end as a noble knight." Leon declared, "I'm off to claim my loot." Hanhari, surprised, asked, "Huh?" Leon chuckled, "Where there's a battle, there's loot." Kim Jinsu marveled, "Look at this, it's infused with tremendous mana." Hanhari noted, "The Dullahan's greatsword and cape are here too." Kim Jinsu eyed the necromancer's pearl, anticipating its value, but before he finished, Leon dismissed it, shattering it into pieces, shocking Kim Jinsu. Leon explained angrily, "This item only causes chaos." Everyone was astonished, wondering why he did that, but now the Honam gate was cleared. Hanhari readied breakfast and wine for Leon, feeling stressed after his 4-day absence. A lot unfolded during this short span, leaving her exhausted. She mentioned a tax issue, prompting Leon's astonishment. He retorted, questioning her audacity to levy taxes, suggesting payment in mana stones instead. Leon disregarded coin matters as beneath him, but Hanhari persisted, asserting it wasn't her responsibility to discuss coins, redirecting attention away from the topic. New followers joined to usher divine power. When asked about tithing, Leon proposed an astounding 90% tithe of crop yield, causing the followers to fret over its implications. Concerns arose about taxes and survival costs. Leon reassured them, highlighting the guild's commitment to welfare, urging followers not to fret over sustenance. Hanhari unveiled the sky-high appraisal of blessed rice, shocking the followers. The rice was valued at an astonishing 150,000 per 80 kilograms. Astonished by the rice's price, the followers questioned how much they'd retain after a 90% tithe. Leon affirmed his faith, reassuring their well-being. Leon vented frustration over his residence's lack of artwork, demanding luxury, a grand bed, standby servants, and captivating artwork to adorn his abode. Until 2 a.m., Hanhari was looking for a room in a 5-star hotel so that Leon would not be angry. After she finally found the number, she begged Leon to go to bed. Leon asked if she had eaten. She confessed she hadn't. Advising her not to skip meals, he then requested a buffet while planning a meal for himself later. Presenting the buffet, she expressed its appeal and mentioned having a sandwich later, maintaining her composure. When Leon invited her to join, she was surprised, pondering if he intended to share the meal. She sat, blushed, and smiled while he inquired about her actions. Apologizing, she assumed he would share, but Leon questioned her focus, directing her attention to the rib's accessibility. Leon emphasized the discrepancy between kings and peasants dining together. We're introduced to the Riverside building with a black car parked nearby. A voice from the car announced the Hunter Association's support funding and resettlement aid, offering comfort, though not as grand as a palace. Revealed to be in the car, Leon appreciated the gesture, refraining from demanding much as a guest, leaving the arrangements in their hands. Hanhari inquired about loot distribution, but Leon instructed her to manage it herself. However, he expressed a liking for the cape and requested it be left with him. Stressed, Hanhari agreed. Upon arrival, Hanhari informed Leon about the location's proximity to the Hunter Association and its top-floor helipad, emphasizing the convenience. Assessing the site, Leon spotted an unusual decorative structure and questioned its presence before both entered the building. Suddenly, a voice identified Hanhari as the Hunter Association's manager. Surprised by the revelation, Hanhari pondered how her identity was known, prompting her to inquire about the stranger's identity. The unknown person smiled and introduced himself as Park Jong-chan, the director of Dujung's Food of Future from the renowned Dujung Group. Realizing the significance, Hanhari marveled at the director's presence, considering the Dujung Group's stature. Park Jong-chan recognized Leon as the famous survivor, while Hanhari wondered how he already knew about their arrival. Extending a greeting, Park Jong-chan attempted a handshake with Leon, whose expression changed as he questioned the gesture from a mere merchant. Inside the suite, Hanhari reflected that this accommodation would be provided by the association for a year to Leon, covering utilities and rent. Assuring Leon about the association's support for utilities and rent, Hanhari mentioned the availability of room service and cleaning services. Hanhari breathed a sigh of relief. Details about survivors were classified. In the presence of the unknown Park Jong-chan, she found solace in Leon's disregard for director Park Jong-chan. Curious, Hanhari inquired why Park had visited Leon. Leon responded, "A merchant seeks only one thing, profit." Hanhari puzzledly questioned, "Profit?" Remembering the handshake incident, Park seethed in anger, resenting being called a mere merchant by someone he deemed inferior. His assistant insisted, "Director, we need that rice. Its power is boundless." Park acknowledged, "I know, I'll have to meet him again." Slamming the table in fury, Park seethed, "He dares to underestimate us, thinks he's superior because of that rice." He continued, "You've chosen the wrong foe, you savage survivor." Wearing a malevolent smile, Park remarked, "He's like the rest of the survivors, those fools who believe this world is the pinnacle." With a sinister expression holding his phone, Park declared, "I'll surpass Leon Dragonia Lionheart with the culture shock, the savage." Leon, back on Earth, set 3 goals: spreading faith, reforming the Knight Templar, and eradicating evil. He aimed to recover divine power and elevate the order. Stressing the need to spread faith and maintain balance, Leon embraced his duty to the Knight Templar, undeterred by challenges. Hanhari informed Leon of an official meeting request. Leon, open-minded, agreed to hear them out. A group entered, expressing gratitude. They offered a large suitcase, hinting at a surprising gift, leaving Leon intrigued. The group presented a top-tier luxury item, anticipating Leon's amazement. They suggested it would make him beg to become their manager. Acknowledging their efforts, Leon agreed to the deal and accepted the item. The group, displeased with Leon's demeanor, insisted he check the item. Leon casually instructed Hari to open it. Hari uncovered a suitcase filled with elite swords, crafted by Dujung Group's master craftsmen. The group urged Leon to choose. Shocked, Hari recognized the unique ranked items, the cream of the crop from Dujung Group. The group explained the weapons would aid Leon in his new role as a hunter, particularly against demons. The unexpected alliance unfolded. Hari marveled at these priceless weapons, only seen on YouTube during her student days, shocked by their real presence. Leon nonchalantly called them low-rank weapons, stunning everyone. Hari, baffled, questioned the king's definition of low rank. Leon challenged the perception of weapons for hunting beasts, leaving the group bewildered. The merchant, feeling insulted, wondered if Leon expected him to treat swords like dried peppers. Leon labeled him an unfaithful merchant, leading to a misunderstanding. Leon dismissed the merchant's items as suitable only for killing chickens and cows, expressing a willingness to test them. The merchant, confident, questioned Leon's skepticism, but Leon surprised him by effortlessly summoning an old sword. The merchant urged Hari to try a weapon, and she eagerly chose the admired sword of master craftsman Park Jincheol, feeling its power and questioning if she could truly wield it. Leon sarcastically remarked on needing permission to swing a toy, hurting the merchant's feelings. Hari swung the sword towards Leon, but to everyone's shock, it shattered into pieces, leaving disbelief in its wake. Leon, unimpressed, declared it a waste of time, shortening the meeting to 3 minutes. The merchant, still in shock, couldn't believe the strongest Dujung weapon had broken. The merchant proposed patent rights over rice grains, valuing them at 180 billion won. He doubted Leon's awareness of the sum, anticipating a profitable deal. Leon, puzzled, questioned buying rice with money, The merchant suggested a contract, granting Dujung Group a monopoly. Infuriated, Leon accused the merchant of insulting divinity, branding him an imbecile. Tensions rose as the negotiation took an unexpected turn. Seething with rage, Leon faces Park's men. Park, in outrage, calls him an imbecile merchant daring to insult divinity. Park and his men, visibly shocked and sweating profusely, struggle to breathe, their terror palpable. Park, trembling, stammers, "Hoke!" A majestic lion with fiery eyes and fierce fangs suddenly materializes before Park, leaving him trembling and anticipating his demise. Leon, consumed by anger, berates Park as a fool, claiming his confession. Park, on his knees, trembles, denying any wrongdoing. Leon, raising his hand, admonishes Park for his ignorance and uncivilized behavior. Trembling on his knees, Park stutters, "Cook." Leon elaborates on the crops blessed by the goddess Demera. They're a reward for hardworking farmers, not something purchasable. Imagining the goddess Demera, Leon emphasizes the blessings can't be bought but require a grateful heart and faith as payment. Acknowledging Park, Leon criticizes his profit-driven, deceptive ways, addressing him as a lowly creature chasing after gains. Leon questions Park's desire for divine products from a goddess he doesn't believe in. Angry, Park clenches his fist and utters something. In his suite, Leon is approached by Han Hari, inquiring about letting Park go. She acknowledges Park's influence despite his merchant status. Leon scoffed, "That's hardly worth my attention. A mere vulgar merchant like him won't affect me." Turning to Han Hari, Leon inquired, "Is what I requested ready?" Han Hari responded, "The association called, Your Majesty." Holding something, she asked, "Planning to take the test too, Your Majesty? It might make things easier." Leon's expression turned cold as he retorted, "Absurdity, test me the king?" Confused and sweating, Han Hari stammered, Why do you want to go? Can you explain?" Leon clarified, "To find capable soldiers, I'll test them." Han Hari hesitantly replied, "That's difficult." Leon insisted, "Make it possible." At the Hunter Association building, Kim Do-han greeted, "Oh, you're here too?" Gu Dae-sung, an unaffiliated D-rank hunter, greeted back, "Long time no see, team manager Kim Do-han." Kim Do-han smiled widely, raising his hand in greeting. "Hi, here for a retest, huh?" Inside the hall of the building, receptionists were seated, ready to assist. Manager Kim Do-han remarked, "You sure work hard." Gu Dae-sung, sweating but with a wide smile, replied, "Haha." They stood by a building pillar when Kim asked Dae-sung about his rank this year. Dae-sung replied, "I'll try my best." Kim invited Dae-sung to join his team, but Dae-sung hesitated, reflecting on his tenured D rank, wondering about untalented C rankers. Kim praised Dae-sung's dedication, predicting his fast rise as an ace. Dae-sung agreed. True, 10 years. Dae-sung felt the need to continue despite financial difficulties from dungeon raids, wanting to lift his family burden. He thought of reaching at least a C rank and then noticed a foreigner. Dae-sung indicated Leon, unsure about his origin. Kim suggested a foreign laborer and pondered over poor Western countries while remarking on Leon's royal appearance. They discussed Leon's royal look when Kim called out to him. Leon, angry, retorted, leaving Kim shocked and sweating. Kim was confounded, while Dae-sung struggled to comprehend what just unfolded before them. The encounter left Kim disconcerted, almost as if his soul had left his body while Dae-sung remained in disbelief. After distancing himself from them, Kim Do-han remarked on Leon's peculiar way of learning Korean. Dae-sung, confused and sweating, simply responded, "Yeah." Suddenly, Leon turned back, locking eyes with Dae-sung, who became visibly stressed, sweating, and confused. Witnessing Dae-sung's trembling, Kim Do-han inquired, "What happened?" Dae-sung struggled to find a response momentarily. Dae-sung paled, overwhelmed with shock and stress. Kim Do-han asked again if he was hurt, leaving Dae-sung feeling breathless, as if something heavy pressed upon him. Abruptly, an association's assignment interrupted with a shout. "Number 57, Gu Dae-sung Si, you're summoned?" Confirming the summons, Dae-sung stuttered, "Yep, coming." Concerned, the assistant asked if he was okay. Dae-sung replied nervously, "Yes, just a little nervous." Unexpectedly, Leon pondered, "Only one? I didn't come here for strong people, but none are worthy of being my soldier." Continuing, he mused, "How pitiful. Most test takers are low-rank hunters or recent awakenings." Suddenly, a voice announced, "Number 77, Leon Dragonia Lionheart, room 9 awaits." Leon thought, "Can't expect much from the start." Entering the room, 3 associates awaited Leon. One asked, "Number 77, Leon Dragonia Lionheart?" Leon smirked, "Call me Your Majesty, peasant." Sweating and in shock, with an awkward smile, he held a list and muttered, "Your Majesty." Requesting Leon to place his hand on a globe-like device, The assistant asked, "Could you test on this measuring device?" Fuming, Leon snapped, "How dare a peasant test a knight's honor?" The associate clarified, "The device, not us." Leon scoffed at the machine's audacity. Declaring only honorable knights and gods can measure power, Leon stunned the associate. Astonished, the associate questioned his presence. Leon lamented, "I sought useful soldiers, yet even the judges here disappoint." Associates were shocked at the mention of headhunting. Displeased, Leon demanded the next test. An associate mentioned a test at the gate. "Firm," Leon asserted. "True skills come from training and real situations." Associates were shocked by his intent to participate. At the Soul Gate, a voice warned of dizziness. "Gates are kept open for those with motion sickness. Some gates remain open, like the Soul Gate, for specific situations." An associate directed everyone, while Daesung noted little change in this year's strength measurement. Determined for a better outcome, he surveyed the surroundings, exclaiming, "Wow, so this is what it's like inside." In the distance stood two newcomers. One held a phone, commenting, "Appa, this place seems popular." Her friend retorted, "Jinmi, turn off your phone." A senior, Daesung, and the two newcomers walked towards the associates. Daehung mused, "Over 60, probably D or C rank." Glancing back, he noticed Leon, remarking, "And the foreign laborer from the lobby." Contemplating their status, he speculated, "Except for the old man, they're all newbies. Will it suffice for the test at their age?" Leon encountered hunters, Gu Daesung, a seasoned warrior, Shin Tae-hoon, a recent awakened using a shield and spear, and Shin Na-yeon, adept with a dagger and learning archery. Gu Daesung suspected them as beginners, questioning their training. Shin Tae-hoon and Shin Na-yeon admitted to 3 months at a training center, revealing their novice status. Gu Daesung approached an old man, Oh Gangtae, in his 5th year since awakening, wielding gauntlets. Reflecting, Gu Daesung noted the challenge of gauntlets' limited range. Concerned, Gu Daesung contemplated Oh Gangtae's experience and weapon choice, foreseeing difficulties compensating for the lack of range. Gu Daesung, puzzled, asked Leon if he could speak Korean. Leon clarified he didn't fight, emphasizing the mismatch of using a dragon-slaying sword for simple tasks. The merchant outlined the test to hunt 50 kobolds with occasional gnolls. Gu Daesung questioned the difficulty, and Leon assured intervention if it became dangerous. Gu Daesung asked about Leon's weapon, prompting Shin Na-yeon to offer hers or a bow. Leon, rejecting the idea, asserted knights don't use long-range weapons. Frustrated, Leon discarded the bow, proclaiming knights don't wield cowardly long-range weapons. Gu Daesung worried about the task's failure. Leon, revealing the location, suggested heading there for the hunt. Shin Tae-hoon acknowledged Gu Daesung's experience, hinting at a settlement where they could find ample targets. The group prepared for the challenging task ahead. Gu Daesung hesitated about heading to a settlement, knowing the danger of being trapped. He devised a plan to create smoke, allowing them to ambush the kobolds inside the cave. Shin Tae-hoon praised the strategic move. Lost in thoughts, Gu Daesung reflected on his aspirations and the reality of facing kobolds in a D-rank gate. Determined to advance, he pondered how long he would remain in the lower ranks. Suddenly, kobolds emerged, and Shin Tae-hoon shielded against their attacks. The team fought valiantly, with Shin Na-yeon shielding Tae-hoon from a surprise attack. After the skirmish, Gu Daesung acknowledged everyone's effort but questioned Leon's lack of participation. The merchant assured that observation would be considered in the assessment. Continuing their search, they found the cave. Gu Daesung ignited the planned fire, prompting Leon's sudden doubt. Gu Daesung defended his method, emphasizing past success. Gu Daesung warned of the kobold's speed as they engaged in a limited but intense battle. Post-fight, Gu Daesung questioned Leon's inaction during the combat. The merchant noted Leon's observant role to be factored into the evaluation. While searching for the cave, Leon questioned Gu Daesung's plan. Gu Daesung defended his strategy, irritatingly igniting the fire, signaling the impending emergence of the cave's kobolds. Gu Daesung asserted his successful use of the method thrice, but Leon challenged the reliance on limited experience. Irritated, Gu Daesung lit the fire, urging everyone to gather as the kobolds inside the cave were expected to emerge soon. Kobolds burst from the cave, rushing toward them. Shocked, the team engaged in a fierce battle against the sudden onslaught. Amidst the chaos, Gu Daesung found reassurance in his strategy, fighting determinedly to fend off the kobolds. Contemplating a plan to lure kobolds and eliminate gnolls, a mysterious growl echoed. Gu Daesung wondered if a gnoll captain had appeared. A gnoll captain, the gate's boss, emerged. Gu Daesung clarified its rank above C, leaving the team in awe. The unexpected appearance of the Knoll captain bewildered Gu Daesung and the team. Why did it choose this moment to reveal itself? Knoll captain suddenly appeared. Gu Daesung strategized, himself and Taehoon against the captain, Nayeon and Grandpa handling kobolds. Inexperience against a captain was suicide. Trusting Taehoon's potential, Gu Daesung prepared for the challenging battle. Confronted by the massive Knoll captain, fear struck Gu Daesung. Encouraging Taehoon, who felt overwhelmed, became crucial. The intimidating Knoll captain initiated an attack on Taehoon, causing Gu Daesung to doubt Taehoon's defensive capabilities. A powerful strike from the captain and Taehoon succumbed. Gu Daesung shouted in frustration. Taehoon, shaken and afraid, faced the imposing Knoll captain. His confidence shattered. Observers questioned why association employees didn't intervene, offering help only if things escalated dangerously. Gu Daesung rushed to shield Taehoon, roaring for him to step back. Facing the captain's renewed assault, Gu Daesung used all his strength, shielding both himself and Taehoon. The enraged Knoll captain attacked again, leaving Gu Daesung uncertain about his ability to withstand the onslaught. The question lingered. Could he have triumphed if Taehoon had composed himself? Gu Daesung pondered the dire consequence if Taehoon failed. The Knoll captain resumed its assault, raising the stakes. The scene shifted dramatically with Leon's entrance. Halting the captain's blade with 2 fingers, he challenged it to try again. Gu Daesung, astounded, questioned if Leon had truly stopped the attack with 1 finger. Leon instructed him to raise the shield and face the Knoll again. Confused by Leon's words, Daesung hesitated. Leon insisted, urging him to block and counterattack. Gu Daesung, frustrated, shouted at Leon, highlighting the imminent danger. Leon, angered, rebuked him, emphasizing the honor bestowed on a Templar guiding a peasant. Leon demanded Daesung to raise the shield. Confused, Daesung questioned himself but realized survival required action. The Knoll resumed attacking Leon, who remarked, "Does this rabid dog have a death wish?" Stunning the Knoll into momentary stillness. Suddenly, the Knoll redirected its attack towards Gu Daesung, almost forcing him to drop his shield due to the powerful strike. Leon corrected Daesung's approach, emphasizing the need to deflect, not just defend against a living opponent. Leon questioned Daesung's strategy. Defending alone wouldn't suffice. Facing a learning beast, Daesung needed to adapt and find openings to succeed in battle. Leon urged Daesung to think and attack, emphasizing not to look away from the opponent. Confused, Daesung questioned his abilities. Leon encouraged Daesung to focus, unlocking his potential. Daesung, initially doubtful, began to feel a newfound sense of capability. Self-doubt lingered as Daesung saw himself as a talentless D-rank without an exclusive skill. Despite the doubt, Daesung successfully blocked the Knoll's strike but couldn't evade the punch. Leon noted Daesung had a long way to go, resulting in another D-evaluation. Leon observed Kang-hyuk, doubting he was just a mercenary. Kang-hyuk, using a disguise, revealed his true identity, sharing a smile. Kang-hyuk inquired if Leon achieved his goals in the evaluation. Leon confirmed he found a soldier candidate, easing concerns about going overseas. Kang-hyuk admitted feeling nervous due to Leon's incredible power, acknowledging Leon's understanding of his thoughts. Leon praised the earlier encounter, acknowledging the Knoll as a C-rank boss. He then taunted the Knoll for not succeeding in becoming human. Leon confronted the Knoll, criticizing its failure to become human and mocking its persistent stare at his esteemed face. With a casual yet powerful gesture, Leon used 1 finger to strike the Knoll's face, expressing disdain for the creature's futile attempt. Kang-hyuk remarked, "You treated it like a toy." Leon casually responded, "Something like that doesn't deserve being called a toy." Kang-hyuk suggested assistance if Leon wished to start a guild, but Leon emphasized the value of fame when establishing an organization. Kang-hyuk shared news about the Red Gate in Cheongju, persistently unclaimed after a year, concealing the coveted jewel of wisdom guarded by the boss, Jogged Spinner. As the Ku Guild raided the Cheongju Sports Complex gate, Hoyeol marveled, suggesting it could be a civilization more advanced than Earth. Hyungnim, astonished, noted the diversity of fantasy and Murim worlds, and considered the possibility of something futuristic. Hoyeol described it as cyberpunk, prompting the guild to rethink their strategy, realizing they faced a technologically advanced challenge. Hyungnim proposed moving to a high-rise building for a base camp, ensuring a strategic view of their surroundings. Observing the deserted city, Hyungnim inquired about Jogged Spinner, the expected boss, only to find no NPCs or monsters. Puzzled, Hyungnim found solace in the absence of resistance or authoritarian forces, strategizing for an unknown challenge. With KPP guild members at attention, Hyungnim emphasized their lack of information about Jogged Spinner, urging caution. Suddenly, a laser beam severed Hyungnim's head, shocking everyone. Jagd Spinner had unleashed a deadly attack. Chaos ensued as guild members sought cover, witnessing the destructive power of Jagd Spinner, shattering buildings. Hoyol, bewildered, questioned the monstrous capabilities, realizing even an A-rank tanker like Hyung couldn't react in time. From cover, Hoyol queried Hyeri about enemy location. Amidst sand dust, Hyeri replied, 3 o'clock, can't measure distance. Hyeri warned the building's instability. Hoyol ordered a retreat urgently. While fleeing, Hyeri inquired about the guildmaster's fate. Hoyol assured they'd return for him. Hyeri sensed no presence, suggesting a safe exit. Unexpectedly, in a laser-wired room, Hyeri met an unforeseen demise, leaving Hoyol shocked. Hoyol urged mana-infused weapons to cut wires, contemplating the lone enemy's motives and duration of observation. A robot emerged, firing at them. Injured and shocked, Hoyol demanded the figure reveal itself, questioning if it was Jagd Spinner. Hoyol asked Jagd Spinner about fighting without ammo, revealing teammate deaths. The response was lethal. Hoyol fell, and the first team failed Cheongju Gate. The Golden Lion Guild entered Cheongju, comprising 47 members. The warning echoed. Jagd Spinner lurked deeper. Hwang Yonha advised against entering the city, cautioning the increased risk of Jagd Spinner's appearance with deeper penetration. Jumkyeol affirmed their role in claiming the Jewel of Wisdom and remaining rewards, with a promised 60 billion solid share. Among the Golden Lion Guild, Hanhari and Leon stood as unexpected additions. Hanhari served tea to Leon, encouraging a taste. Leon, sipping, remarked, "Not bad. What did you say this year's called?" Hanhari responded, "Barley tea, Your Majesty." At the Cheonju Gate's 4th raid team base camp, Leon inquired Hari if something was amiss. Hari expressed concern about things going both smoothly and awry, hoping for success without needing the king's intervention. She mentioned that the best-case scenario would mean Leon doesn't have to intervene, which would be ideal. Leon suggested that if he doesn't need to step in, the situation might not be dire. He then questioned Hari about a king's duty in his kingdom. Hari responded that ruling was a given, but anyone could assume that role. She believed most rulers were quite similar unless they possessed excessive pride. Reflecting on Leon's interventions, Hari realized each time Leon stepped in, it was when the attack couldn't be blocked. Hari understood the duty of the King of Lionheart towards the last fortress. Leon asked if she comprehended why he needed to intervene. Observing the situation, Leon stated he had to step in again, replacing the weaklings, and yearned for his honorable knights. Hari mentioned the raid team's inclusion of S-rank Hwang Jumcheol and a mage, possibly ensuring safety. Leon inquired about them being called hunters, and acknowledged their strength but noted their lack of experience in wars. Leon observed the team's confidence despite limited encounters and dubbed them raid teams. He found their analytical approach comical given the scant encounters. He highlighted a general's adaptability in diverse situations, emphasizing the absence of set patterns. He also acknowledged the Jagd Spinner as a skilled warlord. In the Spinner's final moments, she requested the removal of unidentified invaders from the city, hinting at a tragic narrative. The Spinner's charge escalated to 48%, prompting the raid team's failed attack, backfiring on them disastrously. With the team at their wits' end, a sudden arrival of Leon on horseback rescued them from the dire situation. Encouraging the team, Leon rallied, "It's been a while, my warriors." But the bewildered team doubted his sanity, perplexed by his sudden appearance. Leon praised the courage to charge alone into enemies, declaring, "I, the Lionheart King, commend thee." Everyone stunned. Leon granted the glory of his presence and royal permission for a duel, inviting warriors to face him. Jagd Spinner analyzed, initiating railgun acceleration to strike Leon. In a swift move, Leon charged the mechanical foe with his trusted steed and formidable weapon. Jagd Spinner fired, but Leon, undeterred, declared knights immune to cowardly ranged attacks. Closing in, Leon shattered Jagd Spinner with a single stroke, halting its high-performance calculations. Jagd Spinner, baffled, struggled to comprehend the unexpected phenomenon. The machine reevaluated its outdated joust weapon. Threat level dropped to 0, the machine unable to counter the unforeseen barrier. 3 seconds earlier, the organism's shout created a unique pattern, challenging recorded abnormal phenomena. 2 seconds before impact, a direct clash with the railgun bullet ensued. The follow-up expected to eliminate any opposition. 1 second before impact, the bullet mysteriously deflected, an instinctive skill of the Knight Templar, a miracle in the arsenal of humanity's mightiest fighter. A skill woven into the fabric of divine law, a blessing known as the arrow shield. Long-range attacks, no matter the force, effortlessly repelled. a phenomenon the machine failed to analyze, crashing into a building after the inexplicable strike. Leon's threat level skyrocketed to 5. Jagd Spinner retreated. Yapi emphasized the need to safeguard the area. Machine status: heavy arms unavailable, bullet count dwindling. A new threat emerged: an enemy armed with a level 5 weapon. Yapi thanked the machine for defending the city. It recalibrated and readied for the impending battle. Guild members entered Cheongju Sports Complex gate. Pausing 250 meters ahead, a scout glimpsed a machine gun at a building corner. Strategizing, the soldier instructed the team to proceed cautiously. The machine recalibrated for another confrontation. Guild members halted, observing the machine gun across the street. The soldier directed scouts to locate long-range threats, but tragedy struck. Unfortunately, the soldier discovered the laser-wired demise of the entire scout team upon looking back. The ominous laser wires of Jagd Spinner claimed the lives of the unsuspecting scouts, casting a grim shadow over the unfolding conflict. Unfortunately, he succumbed to Jagd Spinner's laser wire. The machine confirmed the removal of 5 unidentified entities. Amidst the chaos, a lone soldier fled towards a graveyard, desperately pleading for his life. The machine tracked him to the graveyard, the soldier begging for mercy, expressing his fear of death. Yapi, contemplating Jagd Spinner, asked the soldier if he'd protect the city even after death, becoming a part of it. Logical reasoning and decision-making algorithms in the machine activated. The soldier's fate hung in the balance. The machine, grappling with technical issues, unexpectedly soared into the air, leaving the soldier bewildered. Finding Taesung Nim, the soldier reported the machine's unexpected behavior, questioning its well-being. Speculating, the soldier suggested the machine fled, acknowledging its limits. Taesung conceded the possibility. Taesung observed the graveyard's unique cleanliness, realizing it stood out in the city. The machine, assessing enemy forces and victory odds, concluded a 92% chance of success, prompting a strategic retreat. Taesung voiced his discomfort with the eerie place, urging to leave. The machine reiterated its commitment to protect citizens, living or dead. Jagd Spinner resumed repairing the machine, tallying remaining enemies at 49, escalating the threat level to 5 with robust health. Leon, entering the building, observed the machine self-repairing. The machine acknowledged his presence. Leon nonchalantly responded, "So?" Leon questioned, "Did you find amusement among the commoners?" Leon embodies chivalry, despising ambushes and seeking fair fights. He inquired, "Are you ready?" However, fairness isn't guaranteed from his opponents. Yet he never forsakes his knightly values. His unyielding will, a hallmark of chivalry, defines his strength and marks him as the chosen one. Expressing disbelief in the machine's honor, Leon faced the Jagd Spinner armed with weapons. The Jagd Spinner attacked, but divine protection shielded Leon. He emerged unscathed. Witnessing an abnormal pattern, the Jagd Spinner fired missiles, but Leon skillfully dodged them all. Summoning his horse, Stallion, Leon evaded another missile onslaught from the Jagd Spinner. Stallion, sensing the evasion, made Leon aware of the Spinner's attempts to escape. In pursuit, Stallion's incredible speed left the Jagd Spinner bewildered by the organism's pace. Preparing for a mass attack, the Jagd Spinner witnessed Leon's lightning-fast charge and aggressive strike. The agile Jagd Spinner dodged Leon's critical attack, prompting him to praise its skill. Repeatedly, the Jagd Spinner launched missiles, yet Leon and Stallion deftly avoided each strike. "Stallion!" Leon called, directing the horse toward the Jagd Spinner, which revealed its remaining ammo and fired. "Glory to the Lionhearts!" Leon cried as he struck the Jagd Spinner, cleaving it in two. The Jagd Spinner, damaged severely, declared its operation limit surpassed. A mysterious voice warned against releasing what was sealed there. The Jagd Spinner decided on self-detonation, preparing to detonate its explosives for landfill facilities. A massive explosion ensued, and when Jagd Spinner 10,253 regained consciousness, it was inside an oil-scented storage container. Amidst shouts commanding its protection of the city, the Jagd Spinner geared up to perform its duties. A monstrous creature ravaged the city, and the Jagd Spinner positioned itself against the threat. With the singular aim of aiding allies and protecting the city, the Jagd Spinners swiftly defeated enemies, becoming heralded heroes of the city's guardians. The tale of unmanned tanks saving a desperate city uplifted its citizens, restoring their fading faith. The Jagd Spinners morphed into symbols of hope and steel-clad knights, including the remodeled 10,253, uniting under the commander to safeguard the city. They defended relentlessly until nothing remained. The commander entrusted the last surviving Jagd Spinner. "Yapi, this is my final plea. Safeguard this city. That thing must never leave." The battle machine, now the sole guardian, received its ultimate order. Protect the jewel of wisdom at all costs from encroaching monsters. Leon remarked, "It stumbled here, but the arrow shield's blessings worked." He speculated, "You protect the jewel of wisdom, don't you?" Drawing his sword in readiness. Observing the existence of the jewel, he contested its presence. The jagged spinner countered by ensnaring Leon's leg with a thrown rope. Leon inquired, "How long have you safeguarded this place? How long have you fought alone?" Acknowledging the jagged spinner's unwavering loyalty, Leon declared its quest fulfilled, acknowledging the debt owed by all beings across dimensions for its service. With reverence, Leon cleaved the jewel of wisdom, bidding, "Rest in peace, Sir Jagged Spinner." Leon and Oh Kang-hyuk strolled down a hallway. Curious about the jewel, Oh Kang-hyuk asked Leon if he destroyed it. Leon swiftly retorted, "Complaining?" Oh Kang-hyuk grinned and replied, "No," expressing surprise that all rights were in Leon's favor concerning the jewel. "Don't be disheartened, it was poison," Leon revealed. Oh Kang-hyuk was stunned to learn the jewel was toxic. Leon explained the jewel's origin, crafted by the evil of wisdom to tempt humans. Oh Kang-hyuk reacted, "A demon. At first it grants wishes, then demands payment." Leon likened it to taming a beast. He cautioned that the jewel devours human desires for eternal life, leading them to lose their humanity. Concerned about demons elsewhere, Oh Kang-hyuk urged swift demon eradication, worrying about informing the U.S. government. Leon revealed they were already ensnared by the demon's seduction. The scene shifted to a lab where Jagged Spinner rested safely. Researchers examined Jagged Spinner under light, seeking information. Oh Kang-hyuk inquired about Leon's intentions. After a moment's thought, Leon expressed his wish to bury Jagged Spinner, hoping for blessings on his journey to the god's banquet hall. An ooh resonated, signaling the loyal knight's permission for everyone to rest. After everyone left, movements were noticed within Jagged Spinner, accompanied by unusual sounds like kirik, kigik. Leon likened Jagged Spinner's power to divine energy. Though it appears devoid of energy, divine blessings might have brought about this miracle, Leon speculated. Small robot-like entities emerged from Jagged Spinner, making citric sounds. Drawing his holy sword, Leon smashed these entities, leaving everyone astounded. Witnessing the spectacle, Leon shattered all the moving parts with his holy sword, revealing a beautiful scene, an image of the goddess. Astonished and mesmerized, everyone present beheld the radiant, non-human divine being, an incomparable sight. Clarifying the confusion, Leon introduced the goddess as Ariana to everyone's bewilderment. Ariana sought clarification about the situation, and Leon proceeded to introduce Jagged Spinner's presence, shedding light on the incidents. Leon earnestly requested Ariana to care for Jagged Spinner, praising him as an honorable knight, an exemplar for all knights. Ariana remarked that Jagged Spinner hadn't entirely fulfilled her quest, nor demonstrated his honor or offered his glory to her. As the first knight, Leon guaranteed that Jagged Spinner would have been deserving of the Lionheart King's glory if it weren't for his existence. After hearing Leon's words, Ariana needed confirmation. Would Leon worship the light and uphold justice? She then invited Jagged Spinner to join her knight's military. Responding with a kink, Jagged Spinner accepted the offer. Ariana praised his honor and knowledge, but noted his heart resembled that of a child's. Leon sought Ariana's help to rid the world of evil, and Ariana bestowed the title of knight upon Jagged Spinner. Joyously, Jagged Spinner sounded Kirik Kirk. By deciphering signal patterns, Jagged Spinner picked up on the indication of a demon attack. Ariana acknowledged Jagged Spinner with gratitude, expressing her support for her first knight. All transformed from Templar Knight to Grail Knight, and Jagged Spinner became Jagged Spine. Blessed with light and justice, Grail Knight Jagged Spine 10253 was born. At the USA Magic Tower, the Jewel of Wisdom scolded Master Reynald Sherman, calling him a fool for failing a simple task. Reynald apologized for disappointing the jewel. He explained that Leon, the survivor, was an unexpected variable. There was nothing he could do. Displeased, the Jewel of Wisdom dismissed Reynald's excuses, demanding clarity. It urged Reynald to explain further. The jewel grew furious as the TV news revealed Leon proclaiming himself the King of Lionheart. Agitated, the jewel questioned why and how Leon was there, leaving Reynald bewildered. Frustrated, the jewel declared it would never act again. Reynald, concerned, addressed the jewel, but it suddenly stopped responding, shocking him. From then on, the jewel remained silent. The chapter commenced with the imposing building of the Korea Hunter Association. Kang-hyuk informed Leon about registering Sir Jagged Spinner into their guild, but highlighted potential difficulties in immediate imposition. Standing at the chamber's gate, Yagged Spinner's sound echoed as Kirik, an inquiry into Leon's well-being, expressing concern. Clearing his mouth with a handkerchief, Leon claimed he was fine, aware of the challenges of appointing a Grail Knight in a land devoid of divinity. Despite the situation, Leon rejected blaming divinity, attributing the responsibility to his lack of strength, while advising Yagged Spinner against such self-deprecating thoughts. Ariana, present at the scene, expressed gratitude for Leon's loyalty but lamented the absence of divine intervention earlier in their land. Leon wished them rest and urged faith in their gods while waiting for their intervention. Together all gods gathered. Ariana led, pleading to save their followers. On the King of the Lionheart's 121st birthday, the world's end marked the day when a solitary knight expelled all divinity into his heart, waging a 180-year battle against evil, bearing the world's burden alone. The entire pantheon found themselves indebted to Leon, with Demira inquiring about the baby's well-being, Ariana mentioning her knight's intense exertion. A god, Pitos, expressing dismay, slammed the table, questioning the disappearance of the once glorious king of the Lionheart, radiant with divine glory in war and fire. Ariana disclosed that he had fought for over 200 years for them and emerged victorious. Pitos erupted, "I'm furious at myself." A brief silence enveloped them all. Ariana couldn't bear witnessing her knight suffering any longer. Hito, the god of divinity in steel and blacksmiths, proposed bestowing blessings to elevate society's faith. Pitos accused them of seeking missionary work. Hito affirmed, proposing they display divine miracles to humanity. Demira expressed concern about the world's connection through the internet. Hito suggested leveraging the internet. Ariana worried about the trial and error, recalling that news released by Leon took 2 decades to take hold. He sought updates on the new Grail Knight. In the next scene, a worker approached Kim Jin-soo with something startling from YouTube, shocking him with its unauthorized presence. It appeared to be a YouTube profile, Pantheon TV, boasting 170K subscribers. Watching videos from this channel, they speculated, Pantheon. "Is it His Majesty Leon?" remarked Kim Jin-soo. Kim Jin-soo's conversation with an assistant revealed a bigger concern. These videos weren't clickbait. They were authentic. The worker, anxious, desired to meet this Leon. At Leon's dwelling, Sir Yagged Spinner diligently worked on subtitle creation, finishing and proceeding to upload it. Han Hari queried Sir Yagged Spinner about his laptop usage. He detailed his plan. Noise Marketing's Phase 1 was complete, moving forward to Phase 2 and network hacking. Han Hari confessed her lack of understanding regarding computers. It was a serene morning in Naju Plains. Leon enjoyed his tea when Kim Jin-soo rushed in, exclaiming, "Your Majesty, the video needs to be taken down." Harry Han offered Kim Jin-soo some barley tea. As he sipped, the video crossed his mind, and he questioned, "Who uploaded it?" Leon mentioned, "Sir Spinna did." Kim Jin-soo, astonished, wondered how the formidable Sir Spinna created that video. Kim Jin-soo informed Leon about the unique rice in Naju Plains. Eating it could cure diseases and maintain good health. He expressed concern that once the world knew about it, thieves would flood in, not the regular kind either. Kim Jin-soo requested they wait until the Food Administration permitted sowing, after which the association would offer help. Leon remained confident, explaining the inviolable nature of the goddess plantation. Kim Jin-soo was amazed at his unwavering confidence. The Viper Squad, a Korean demonic human association branch, received an email instructing them to secure the seeds and burn the rice fields in Naju Plains. The leader speculated that the rice grains were genuine. Arriving at Naju Plains, a squad member anticipated maximum security but found none. They aimed to seize the seeds and set the place ablaze. Having received payment, the leader instructed the squad to bring out the gasoline tanks. As the squad entered the rice grain, one member spotted what seemed like a person. Upon investigation, it turned out to be a scarecrow. Though one claimed to have seen it move, the leader attributed it to the wind. He scoffed at Hyung Nim. "It's creepy as hell. Aren't there too many of them?" Hyung Nim snapped back, "How can you, a demonic human, be scared of scarecrows? We need to burn the largest area possible and secure the seeds from storage." Pouring out the gasoline, Hyung Nim instructed Mansoor and Jintai to keep some seeds. Suddenly they vanished. One of them exclaimed, "They were just behind me. Where did Dusan go?" Sensing the scarecrows moving closer, Hyung Nim warned, "They're not ordinary scarecrows, they're monsters." Puzzled, everyone questioned Hyung Nim, fearing they were facing monsters with no dungeon break. "I've never seen anything like this, not even in a gate," one said. Agitated, Hyung Nim admitted, "I don't know. This request was strange. I'll demonstrate if they attack us. Spotting the silo, one thought, if the rice story is true, this will make us rich, but kept silent. Hyung Nim ordered, load as much rice as the cars can take. The monsters are confined to the field, so the storage should be safe. Stepping forward, Hyung Nim triggered a mine, causing an explosion. Shocked, they realized mines were placed in front of the storage. Suddenly, they spotted Spinna, sending a wave of fear. Spinna announced, unqualified human entry confirmed. Startled, one queried, why is it here? It's a Cheongju gate. Spinna instructed to seize and apprehend all the thieves. Following the arrest of the demonic human association, the value of the pantheon and blessed rice skyrocketed. An earlier incident involved survivors insulting a reporter, raising questions about tolerance for cultural differences. At a banquet, survivor Leon Dragonia Lionheart once voiced disdain for a commoner trying to dine with the king. In the end, Leon actively promoted the pantheon for rice circulation, sparking widespread discussions across the internet. Internet searches surged for Naju Plains, Leon, survivors, Pantheon, Cheongju Gate, and Pantheon TV's influence expanded extensively. Reflecting, Leon pondered if this adaptation to modern society was part of a divine plan, surpassing his own adjustment. Hanhari burst in with significant news. The rice evaluation results were out, valuing each pack at 230 million won. She wondered if the expensive price was favorable. Leon replied, emphasizing the need for cheaper prices, stating that divine favor should be accessible to all, not just the affluent. He recounted discussing with the president about preaching divine favor to farmers, realizing the president's need for religious neutrality. Hanhari highlighted gathering more faith, suggesting it might amass the lion heart power and force. Inquiring about the Yellow Gate, she expressed doubts about raiding it with the chosen people, to which Leon cryptically responded, well, we'll see. Mr. Gu encountered team manager Kim again, inquiring if he received a text message about the Hunter Association president gathering individuals like them, stranded and in need. Kim expressed curiosity about the situation, pondering over the gathered group. Gu shared the sentiment, assuming they were likely D-rank or at most C-rank hunters. Hanhari arrived with her staff, recognized as the highest scorer from last year's draft. Mr. Gu noted the arrival of Leon Dragonia Lionheart, identifying him as the survivor and realizing he hailed from an entirely different world, acknowledging his extraordinary nature. Leon took the stage, welcoming everyone, explaining his intent to recruit soldiers into his guild pantheon. He offered entry to those qualified, proven, and trained, inviting them to join his military ranks. The revelation left the crowd astonished. Gu was similarly surprised that the call was not for guild members but for soldiers. The staff outlined the entrance test, clearing the Yellow Gate at Samjeon Station. The crowd reacted in shock, questioning how they were expected to accomplish such a feat. Gu echoed the disbelief, questioning the nature of this test. Gates were categorized by color based on their ranks and difficulty. Black, red, orange, and below those, yellow, green, and blue. Gu Daesung, recalling his test at Seoul Station, realized that a Yellow Gate for A, C, and D rank hunters meant a deadly challenge. The enraged crowd voiced their dissent, claiming the yellow rank was a death sentence. The staff attempted to pacify them, offering the choice to leave if they didn't wish to proceed. Disgruntled, the crowd departed, murmuring about wasted time and preferring a nap at home. Gu questioned internally, pondering whether he should intervene. Leon approached an individual with an afro, questioning why he remained. The individual, trembling, expressed hope for a deeper purpose. Turning to Gu, Leon inquired similarly. Gu reflected on an S-rank hunters guild and seized the opportunity, asserting faith that Leon wouldn't let them perish. Acknowledging Gu's perspective, Leon praised his approach, emphasizing the importance of trust and obedience within a soldier-knight dynamic. He asserted that soldiers must unwaveringly trust a knight's honor and power. Hanhari and the soldiers readied themselves for the Yellow Rank Gate at Samjeon Station. One of them remarked on the weight of the gear, despite its quality. Manager Kim marveled at the rare and expensive equipment, pointing out the unadorned king. Gu noted the absence of the king's armor, realizing his skin was as durable as armor itself. Gu addressed Hanhari, who reciprocated the gesture, inquiring about the king's lack of armor. Hanhari explained the king's incredibly resilient skin, surprising Gu, who trusted in the king's exceptional strength. Suddenly, Leon swiftly dispatched the monster, stunning everyone. Addressing the monsters, Leon declared their lack of honor, foretelling their ignominious end as they crawled like insects on the ground, met by unwavering justice. Hanhari proceeded with a group of soldiers from the Hunter Association. A soldier from the group remarked to another, "Looks like we're about to fight almost nothing." Among the soldiers, it was discussed that it's an NPC support quest. One soldier expressed to Mr. Gu a feeling that it might be a faction quest. Gu replied, "We just have to pick a side to support and help them win." However, the problem was deciding which side would make things easier. A soldier, surprised by the sudden appearance of a monster, suggested waiting. The monster barged into the soldiers' group, clearly enraged and brandishing its weapon aggressively. The furious monster demanded Hanhari to introduce themselves, asserting they were encroaching on the Battle Axe tribe's territory. With disappointment, Hanhari approached Leon, questioning whether they should proceed with the quest. Leon replied, "Do as you wish." Hanhari, impressed, thanked His Majesty and confessed to the monster, "We are mercenaries." She explained they had come to assist a tribe hoping for rewards. Surprised, the monster acknowledged them as mercenaries and requested Hanhari to bring Leon along, mentioning they must be the outsiders the chief mentioned. The chief of the Axe tribe, Kartakarak, appeared surprisingly calm and remarked, "You seem weaker than I expected. Oh well, no matter." Kartakarak demanded support for the tribe's battle, calling for a more honorable death in a larger-scale war. Leon angrily retorted that victory in war brings everything. Irritated, he abruptly ended the conversation, unable to tolerate it any longer. A tense exchange ensued between Leon and Kartakarak before the war commenced. Leon inquired about Kartakarak's final wish, feeling insulted by the response. Utilizing his sacred power, Leon vanquished the battle chief, Kartakarak. Even in death, Leon declared his lack of respect for him, shouting that Kartakarak would crawl like bugs and perish on this earth. With Kartakarak defeated, Leon's kill count rose to a staggering 8,769,653 orcs, solidifying his legacy. Soldiers of the Axe tribe panicked as they witnessed their chief's demise. Fearing Leon, all of Kartakarak's soldiers retreated. Leon commanded to eliminate them all. Ordering the soldiers to raise their shields, Leon regained control. With their chief defeated, the soldiers began to threaten each other, tensions rising once more. Leon instructed the soldiers to raise their shields and push the opposition away, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Surprisingly, a soldier from Kartakarak's ranks skillfully attacked the orcs, invoking the god of warriors. Leon, consumed by anger, commanded to sever their tongues, take their heads, and mock their false deity. Summoning his horse Stalin, Leon unleashed an onslaught against their adversaries. Stalin's power decimated the opponents while Leon used his sacred abilities, vowing to annihilate them all. Victory was his, relished among the orcs. Hanhari expressed disappointment at Leon's actions, questioning his motives. Leon justified his stance, revealing that these creatures didn't warrant respect. He believed their mere existence was evil and undeserving of life. Suddenly a soldier arose, apparently having kidnapped Hanhari. Leon ordered not to treat these orcs as human, declaring them racists. Impressed by Leon's firm stance, Hanhari acknowledged that there might be benevolent orcs somewhere in the world. Leon advised Hanhari that the only kind orcs were those already deceased, urging her to bear this truth in mind. At the story's outset, a furious monster yelled, "Orcs!" as the gates of hell swung open, unleashing countless orc survivors onto Earth. The people of Earth, caught off guard, welcomed them. However, when the monster and Leon requested their adjustment on Earth, they attacked Earth's inhabitants. Sir Yagd Spinna arrived at his destination, contemplating the efficiency of achieving a total kill with the task at hand. During the conversation between Leon and Hanhari, it appeared Leon might depart from Hanhari. Meanwhile, Sir Spinna initiated the mission to eradicate orcs, activating core overload. Hanhari queried Leon's plan to release radioactive material into the river to exterminate orcs, questioning the ethical conflict for a night. Leon convened both Hari and Sir Spinna, emphasizing the necessity of his words. However, Hanhari contested the notion of combating the orcs, likening it more to the eradication of beasts and racial slurs. Hanhari questioned the hunter's concern for honor in such circumstances, recalling Leon's phrase, "A good orc is a dead orc." Groktar, an orc, shattered Galdin's skull in battle. Another orc praised Groktar's axe skill, mourning Galdin's fierce demise. Groktar bid farewell, believing the god of warriors would welcome Galdin into the eternal fighting realm. Cheering, he raised a toast to victory, sipping from the river, noticing an odd taste in the water, attributing it to blood. Post-drinking from the river, Groktar experienced severe stomach pain, yelling for a witch doctor. The orcs, afflicted by stomach pain after drinking the water, pleaded for salvation. Bewildered by the unusual suffering, neither curse nor enchantment. An orc acknowledged Lionheart, and meanwhile, Leon directed his knights to exterminate every beast. As knights engaged the orcs, battling through their pain, Leon's forces emerged victorious, ultimately annihilating the Battle Axe tribe. A knight declared the entire orc species as enemies of Leon. Upon a new quest, Leon calmly acknowledged, "All right, finally, a better one." Leon's soldiers eagerly proclaimed it's time to uphold light and justice. As Lionheart's soldiers spoke, an orc, surviving the ordeal, realized Leon was cursed by the river's water. Infuriated, the orc glared at Leon. Despite Leon's rebuttals, the orc insulted and threatened him arrogantly. An intense war erupted between Gokrak and Leon, wielding their sacred powers. Suddenly, Leon faltered. "It's too late," Hanhari replied. "What is it?" Leon realized these beasts were uncivilized, as expected. Leon vanquished Gokrak, everyone witnessing the loss of his great eye and right arm during the battle. As Gokrak, the god orc of enchantment, emerged from the portal, Leon stood prepared, awaiting his arrival. Gokrak gazed at Leon and declared, "This creature cannot be allowed. I must eliminate him." He fired a laser beam at Leon, striking him directly, questioning, A being similar to me guards you. Who is the deity shielding you?" Leon retorted, "Akin to you. How dare you liken yourself to a god?" Fuming, he exclaimed, "Because you lead a band of beasts?" and brandished his sword. Asserting his position, Leon proclaimed, "As the king of the Lionheart, I won't endure your presence." Gokrak sneered, "You inferior mortal. Die in remorse," as Leon and Stallion charged towards him. With a swift stroke, Leon cleaved Gokrak's hand in two, causing intense agony. Gokrak, writhing in pain, lamented, "It wasn't my original body. Why do I feel this pain? Kyag." The orc who summoned Gokrak appeared shocked and sweating, addressing him as Sir Gokrak, taken aback by the turn of events. Gokrak exclaimed, "Kyuk! That sword! The holy sword of radiance! It was you, the orc executioner and demon slayer, the knight who survived that nightmarish world." Continuing, Gokrak declared, "I will fall back for now," and abruptly retreated, causing the portal to vanish. The summoner orc, astonished, exclaimed, "Hook? Sir Gokrak?" Gokrak's final words echoed, "You will pay for this reckless boldness." Leon remarked to the summoner orc, I guess that's the best you can get for a god. A bunch of garbage beasts like you." Enraged, the summoner orc vowed, "You will pay for what you've done. I will avenge all my comrades." Before the summoner orc could act, Leon swiftly decapitated him. Leon scoffed, At least you tried, but you guys shouldn't stay alive." Suddenly, a system message appeared on everyone's messaging devices, indicating the completion of all quests. It announced the traits, Orc Hunter for all participants and War Knight's Men-at-Arms. The screen displayed details. Orc Hunter grants 30% more damage against orcs, and War Knight's Men-at-Arms provides 20% more physical attack resistance when fighting alongside a knight with the War Knight trait. Daesung was shocked to see the acquired physical attack resistance, typically reserved for tankers. One soldier marveled, "Holy cow, that's amazing, but it's a bit of a shame it's only for orcs. 30% extra damage?" Another soldier exclaimed, "We even gained physical attack resistance." Leon abruptly shouted, "Collect all the loot, move fast. Collecting loot is the right of the winner." One soldier urged, "We should hurry, get going." They hurriedly ran, while another emphasized, "Focus on items from those ranked as Great Warrior and Advanced Warrior. We need equipment from witch doctors." Hanhari approached Leon, holding something, and asked, "Your Majesty, what do we do with this?" Leon noted, "The hand of the self-proclaimed god is still here, I see. Witch Dr. Gokrak's amputated arm." Suddenly, Sir Yagd-Spinna flew in, perched on Hanhari's head, and beeped. Leon inquired, "Is there something you'd like to say, Sir Yagd-Spinna?" The response came, "Message, relay, Steel." Hito, also known as Steel, addressed Leon. "Lionheart, I can sense a significant amount of mana from the beast's amputated arm. Use the Holy Grail to absorb that mana, then we will give you power." Leon acknowledged, "Is that so?" and summoned the Holy Grail, absorbing all the mana from the beast's amputated arm. Sensing a similar power to divine power, Leon remarked, "I guess you really like the beast's worship." Continuing, he expressed, "I cannot accept you guys when you don't love other creations. You are just a force of evil that must be extinguished." Goddess Ariana appeared before Leon and addressed him, "Lionheart, my knight." Leon respectfully replied, "Yes, goddess." Leon questioned, "To bestow your voice upon me when I have yet to even set up a ritual? Why do you push yourself to do so?" Goddess Ariana comforted. It's okay, my knight. This is easy for me, thanks to that beast's mana. Continuing, she stated, I have come to you because I need you to make a decision. I believe I can restore the power of a sacred item with this energy. Leon inquired, is that true? Then Patos, also known as War, urged, the Holy Sword, choose the Holy Sword, King of the Lionheart. Ariana intervened, quiet War, and assured Leon, yes, I will respect any choice you make. Pausing to contemplate, Leon reflected, I possess 4 sacred items, Holy Sword, Holy Spear, Holy Grail, and the Lionheart. He deliberated, the power of the Holy Sword is a bit overwhelming at the moment. Then I will restore the power of the Holy Grail. Ariana nodded, all right, my knight. The Holy Grail glowed in Leon's hands, levitating as a massive light emanated from it. Recovered, the Holy Grail returned to Leon's hands. Holding it, he remarked, pretty good. Hanhari called Leon, addressing him as Your Majesty. Responding, Leon queried, what is the matter? In a confused state, she stammered, where has Sir Spinna gone to? Then she continued, that's... A member of the Golden Lion Guild yelled, Qua, let me go, you damn robot. Confused, Leon observed, while Hanhari suddenly exclaimed, Wah! The guild member lay on the ground as Sir Yagd Spinna bound him with ropes. The guild member, frustrated, again exclaimed, Stupid robot! Enraged, Sir Yagd Spinna exclaimed, Kirik! The robot Spinna attacked a soldier who started complaining, but Leon intervened, cautioning the soldier to watch his words about the robot. Leon questioned Spinna about its behavior. Spinna accused the soldier of being a thief. Leon instructed Hari to check the soldier's belongings. The soldier defended himself, questioning the robot's credibility. Ignoring the soldier's defense, Harry searched and discovered the stolen Great Orc warrior's heart among his possessions, a prized loot within the Orc Gate. Leon questioned the soldier's actions. Despite the soldier's denial, Leon punished him by severing his hand for the alleged theft, shocking everyone present. Addressing the soldier, Leon reinforced obedience to his orders within the King of Lionheart's military. He warned that disobedience would result in limb amputation, decreeing it as the kingdom's law. The people on modern Earth struggled to accept this law, but many viewed it as an upgrade, akin to a promotion from D rank to C rank, acknowledging the necessity of strict regulations. A soldier, Gu Daesung, stepped forward, addressing Leon. Daesung pleaded for leniency, requesting the return of the thief's arm. Daesung highlighted their different ideals from Leon's, and proposed granting the thief a chance, appreciating Leon's clarification of the rules. Considering Daesung's reasonable plea, Leon commended him and, using magic, regenerated the thief's severed hand, advising the thief to thank Daesung for his intervention. Witnessing Leon's incredible power, the soldiers were astonished, contemplating the immense capabilities of a single individual. Leon swiftly initiated training, believing everyone capable. Harry inquired about the training's nature, to which Leon replied, emphasizing physical exercises. Post one test, an elderly person asked Gu about his absence during a gate raid. Gu expressed eagerness to engage in activity. The elder advised him to rest. Leon arrived and commended their completion of basic training, but pointed out shortcomings, stressing the need for improvement to join his military. Leon highlighted the gate raid as a simple test, pinpointing numerous errors among some members. He emphasized physical fitness, intending to commence rigorous training. He mandated a stringent regimen akin to the kingdom's standing army's manual, emphasizing the importance of physical fitness for their role. The members initially presumed muscle training, but Leon clarified that they become stronger by enduring challenges. Though initially shocked, Leon explained the necessity of hard work to protect the kingdom, contrasting it with a farmer's labor. Leon outlined that the training would toughen muscles and enhance their agility to evade confrontations. Commencing the training, he instructed them to engage in mutual combat. Beat each other up until your muscles are ripped and your fists broken, Leon instructed the participating members in the training. That's nonsense. It's wrong and right at the same time, Gu stated, perplexed. He expressed concern about the risks of such intense training. After hearing Gu's concerns, Leon assured, Consider it fortunate that I, the guardian of the Holy Grail, am here. Near the Holy Grail, warriors will be healed. Unless you drink the holy water, it'll merely aid muscle regeneration and bone repair, he added. You've 5 hours to break everything in front of you. No allies, just attacks and defense, Leon declared. Anyone still standing after 5 hours, I'll personally handle, he concluded, leaving Yagd Spinna in charge. Yagd Spinna suggested fighting, warning of armed forces intervention, instigating an immediate skirmish. Amidst the chaos, A glance into the daily routine of the hunters signed up as Leon's Knights was revealed. Their routine involved morning army training, a minimal lunch, tactical exercises, and evening sleep. Harry's care enabled them to endure the intense regimen. Yet unbeknownst to the hunters, it was all part of Leon's strategic plan. At noon, Gu found the shield heavier than expected. Swinging the sword demanded more effort. To use it effectively, he focused on practicing stabbing. Leon intervened, correcting Gu's posture and guiding him in the stabbing technique, emphasizing the need to lower the shield while stabbing for improved form. Reinforcing previous advice, he stressed using the shield to protect an ally's right shoulder, never lowering it as it might create openings. Stressing the importance, Gu acknowledged Leon's strategy of having shielded soldiers halt enemies while knights charged forward to defeat them. Confirming the hammer and anvil tactic, Leon faced Gu's confusion, explaining diverse hunting methods despite fighting monsters. Leon shared about his world's monsters, giants, regenerating trolls, and colossal serpents capable of mountain destruction, unlike this world's creatures. Leon emphasized the need for various hunting methods and adaptability, drawing from his extensive monster fighting experience for triumphant spirits. Urging soldiers to be well-rounded and adaptable, he emphasized the need for real-life experiences to face diverse monster threats. With decades of monster combat experience, Leon emphasized the spirit of triumph in any battlefield, advocating a well-rounded knightly approach, teaching soldiers the necessity of being adaptable and well-rounded, a crucial trait for a knight. To heighten your survival chances, Leon advised, focus on honing a single talent. Gu, inspired by Leon's words, expressed his desire for greater achievements. Encouraged, Leon asked, "Do you aspire to be a knight?" Shocked by Leon's suggestion, Gu questioned how someone like him could become a knight, assuming knights were aristocrats. Leon clarified that knighthood isn't exclusive to aristocrats, explaining it's about a noble duty, protecting people, and upholding good with courage. He elucidated, a knight is one who voluntarily walks the path of hardship, swears loyalty to the goddess and people. Leon affirmed, anyone can be a knight should they take on that divine promise and have the courage and character for such duty. Inspired by Leon's description of knighthood, Gu resolved to become a knight like him. The jewel, addressing Reynold, questioned his purpose, while Reynold expressed faith in the jewel's return. Instructing Reynold to bow down, the jewel aimed to impart wisdom and demanded reverence in offerings. Reynold was puzzled by the sudden change in tone. Confused, Reynold assumed the crystal was for the jewel's descent to Earth, only to find the jewel's reluctance to venture to heaven. The jewel emphasized its unwillingness to set foot where a certain monster resided and planned to devise a way to eliminate it. Concluding with a plea, the jewel expressed a fervent desire for the monster's demise this time around. Today marks Pantheon Guild's Standing Army Graduation Day. Hanhari expressed concern, raiding a yellow gate with just trainee soldiers? Kim Jinsu confidently replied, yes. Hanhari, feeling excluded, conversed with Sir Yogd Spinna, who mused thoughtfully. Kim Jinsu acknowledged the responsibility. Guess I'll do all the work. Hari wished the chief luck. Leon, addressing the soldiers, praised their 4 weeks of training. I won't say much, he continued. Now is the time to show what you've got. Raid the gate. Leon encouraged. Gates like these are daring ventures. In the gate, you'll realize what it means to be a King of Lionheart's soldier, Leon proclaimed. You'll face the divinity you'll serve. Pantheon, go forth. 49 D-rank hunters, one from the association, and Leon Dragonia Lionheart entered the gate. Sir Yogd Spinna, addressing concerns, reassured Hanhari, His Majesty is with us, nothing bad will happen. Suddenly, Yogd Spinna noticed an issue. His Majesty, 1. Trainee soldiers, 49. Observer, 1. Total, 51. He counted. Hanhari wondered what the problem was. Yogd Spinna noted, 52 have entered. Shocked, Hanhari inquired. Yogd Spinna detected an invisible being, revealed after scanning near the portal. Hanhari, curious, questioned Sir Yogd Spinna, who darted toward the portal. Hanhari followed, urging, Wait for me, Sir Yapi. Upon reaching the portal, Hanhari collided with an invisible barrier, her face smacking into an impalpable wall, causing her to tumble down. This is... Could it be? Hanhari murmured as an agent nearby exclaimed about the fluctuating mana, while another noted the wavering gate. Witnessing the portal shift from yellow to red, Hanhari queried, Why the sudden change? She recognized the instability of the fluctuating gate. Inside the gate, soldiers Kim Jinsu and Leon realized they had entered a demon gate, faced with an overwhelming horde of demons. Those are demons. A demon gate, uttered a shocked soldier, staring at the daunting sight of countless demonic entities. Filled with rage, Leon barked orders. Raise your shields, it's a magic square. Soldiers, form up! Amidst the shield-raising commotion, Kim Jin-soo stood shocked and sweating, struggling to comprehend the unfolding chaos, murmuring in disbelief. Every soldier, following Leon's lead, hoisted their shields and arranged themselves, while Leon, perched on his horse, commanded Lionheart's testudo. Forward, move ahead! Leon roared. Kim Jin-soo, perplexed, wondered about their forward movement in the face of the demon gate. Why not retreat? Soldiers, wielding shields and swords, showed no fear. Kim Jin-soo marveled at their determination, questioning their surprising lack of fear amidst the chaos. A blue screen appeared on Kim Jin-soo's messaging device, flashing a message. After reading it, Kim Jin-soo was stunned and muttered, "This is unbelievable." The screen displayed Lionheart's aura, listing its effects. Legion reinforcement. Defense against charges granted. Legion reinforcement. Fortification granted. Legion reinforcement. Large-scale reinforcement granted. The message continued detailing more benefits. Legion reinforcement. Bravery granted. Legion reinforcement. Lighter armor granted. Legion reinforcement. Thick skin granted. Legion reinforcement. Heavy ultimate attack granted. Further messages appeared. Legion reinforcement. Great magic reinforcement granted. Legion reinforcement. Range attack resistance granted. Legion reinforcement. Sharp vision granted. Legion reinforcement. Great infantryman slaughter granted. Legion reinforcement. Corruption resistance granted. Kim Jin-soo pondered the incredible buffs, noting they surpassed commander-level boosts and were applied to everyone. Demons charged at them, prompting Kim Jin-soo to yell, "They're coming, raise your shields, block them." Bloodhounds launched attacks with immense power. Kim Jin-soo marveled at their resilience, considering even a B-rank hunter would struggle against such attacks. Reflecting on the past 4 weeks, Kim Jin-soo questioned the sudden change. Just as Leon shouted, "One step forward," Leon urged them on, "Push the enemy. Counterattack, don't give them a chance. Target their weaknesses and eliminate them." Soldiers diligently stabbed and fought against the demons, following Leon's orders to keep advancing and pressuring the enemy. Kim Jin-soo was shocked to see a massive demon troll approaching. He urgently shouted, "Watch out, it's a demon troll!" Fear gripped everyone as they realized the enormity of the threat. "It's a demon troll, we can't block it. It's massive and too strong." The troll swung its weapon, prompting Kim Jin-soo to observe, "Its attacks are as heavy as an A rank." Gu De-sung, the Squad 3 captain, reassured, "Compared to His Majesty's charged attack, this is light. We can handle it." With a thunderous roar, the demon troll prepared to strike. Sir Yagd Spinna swiftly approached, commanding, "Start firing at the mid-sized entity." Finally, Leon stepped forward, wielding his holy sword with immense power, cutting the troll into pieces. The demons, faces etched with fear, exclaimed, "The troll is dead, he's cut into pieces, truly dead." Their fear amplified as they realized. It was supposed to be reverse summoned, but it died instantly. "Dangerous, let's run." Every demon fled in terror, sweating and fear-stricken. One of them cried out, "Run!" A soldier from the Sparrow Kingdom cheered. "The demons are fleeing, we did it, we won! Hooray!" Gratefully, they thanked Leon for their victory. Grateful voices resonated. "You saved the Sparrow Kingdom. Without you, victory seemed impossible." Another urgent message flashed, warning of the Demon King's invasion on the Sparrow Kingdom within a week. Shocked soldiers murmured, "Demon King? The great demon?" Another questioned, "Wasn't this gate yellow?" Rushing in, a soldier exclaimed, "Your Majesty, terrible news." Leon asked, "What happened?" The soldier replied, "The exit gate vanished." Panic rose among them. "What, we can't go back?" Leon's voice calmed them. "Stay calm, don't act recklessly." The soldiers nodded in agreement. Sir Yagd Spinna remarked, "Unexpected invasion by outsiders." Leon acknowledged, "That's why you came." Leon sought an explanation. Gu De-sung volunteered, "Yes, Your Majesty, it's a fluctuating gate, a sudden surge in difficulty. Its challenge spikes exponentially. Until we clear it, there's no way out," Gu De-sung clarified. Leon pondered, "No coincidence," he asserted. "Stick to the plan, we'll conquer the gate." Gu De-sung, stunned, stammered, "Are you sure, Your Majesty? Deadly demons and the Demon King might be inside." "I am the King of Lionheart," declared Leon. "I've slain 2 Demon Kings and 30 great demons," he proclaimed. He challenged, "Do you doubt my abilities?" The soldiers acknowledged, "Right, His Majesty possessed many demon-related traits." Leon affirmed, "Once I wielded divine power back in my world. But now victory against a Demon King isn't certain. A knight must remain resolute and dependable," he thought. They look up to me with hope, no matter the circumstance. A mocking demon pearl sneered. He's weaker now, just a mere human in the end. Reynold Sherman, clutching the demon pearl, proposed a ritual. The pearl rejected the idea, stating, "No, I won't, no need. The demon of lustful desires has been nurturing a creature for 100 years. Confidently it continued, once that creature awakens as the demon king, I'll eliminate him." The tale unfolded in the serene Sparrow Kingdom, basking in a millennia of history. Now flames engulfed the once peaceful realm, besieged by unrelenting demons. Amidst the chaos, the palace stood as the lone sanctuary where survivors clung to the final glimmer of hope, fiercely battling for their lives. Gu Desung queried Leon about the unusual theme. Leon, befuddled, struggled to recognize the theme amid diverse gate backdrops. Gu explained the anomaly, emphasizing a time limit. In quests with limits, fulfilling conditions closes the gate, unlike dungeons neglected by monster hunters. Leon sought clarification from Kim Jinsu, confirming his name. Kim affirmed, addressing Leon as Your Majesty. Initially hesitant, Leon reconsidered due to the urgency. Confirming Spina's involvement, Kim agreed with a resigned, "It's fine." Kim mentioned the association president already factored in their potential intervention. Leon then probed about hidden quests. Bewildered, Kim inquired about Leon's intentions. Unveiling his plan to slay the Demon King, Leon sparked curiosity about the hidden quest. Leon asserted that mere demonic energy wouldn't suffice, and a connection with the Pantheon required something more substantial. Leon activated the Holy Grail, reaching out to Ariana. Confirming her well-being, they sensed a distinct energy within the gate, prompting a deeper investigation. Ariana revealed to Leon that his living body facilitated the subtle energy's detection. Leon, realizing the energy's elusive nature, pondered if it signaled a demon king or lord-level demon. Acknowledging the immense power that eluded his notice, Leon speculated on the entity's formidable status, possibly a demon king or lord. Ariana, sensing the anomaly, shared that a stronger being should emanate more potent energy. Mentioning Pleu, another pantheon deity, she hinted at Pleu's desire to inspect the world. Ariana alluded to the need for energy to enable Pleu's descent, and Leon affirmed familiarity with the requisite method. As a servant arrived with a horse, Gu Desung informed Leon of the visitor's presence. Farco extended a warm welcome, pledging dedicated service to everyone. Gathering the group, Farco praised Leon's astute observation of the palace's artistic significance. Farco delved into the palace's history, narrating its role from Queen Fiora to the present Queen Beatrice, earning admiration from Leon. Gu Daisung, observing the palace's history, contemplated the likelihood of a matriarchal society. Leon, angered by the peasants' gossip, apologized for their lack of etiquette, attributing it to the urgency of the situation. Farco chuckled, remarking on the common occurrence as they reached the presence chamber. The soldier urged Leon inside, informing him that Queen Beatrice awaited. Upon entering, a warm welcome greeted them, addressing Leon as Sir Lionheart. Queries arose about his contributions to the recent battle. Duke Archeum, the kingdom's chancellor, announced the decision to confer knighthood upon Leon for his remarkable achievements. The queen praised his valor, prompting a speech. Leon, expressing a desire to greet the queen first, faced Duke Archeum's objection. The chancellor emphasized protocol, cautioning against Leon approaching the queen immediately. Gu Daisung pondered whether the chancellor's stern tone could upset Leon. Queen Beatrice entered, and Leon, unable to contain himself, began speaking. Leon, revealing his identity as King of the Lionheart, conveyed his determination, acknowledging potential rudeness. Shocked, Duke Archeum questioned Leon's actions, instructing the captain to remove him. Leon's anger flared, seizing Duke Archeum's head and delivering a decisive blow. Amidst the shocked onlookers, queries arose about Leon's actions. Leon, defiant, retorted, "What's the problem this time?" After dispatching Duke Archeum, Gu Desung turned to Leon, addressing him as Your Majesty. He inquired about the significance of the act. Leon, standing over the lifeless Duke Archeum, questioned the futility of concealing one's identity. He mockingly asked how long Archeum thought he could escape the scrutiny of the Lionheart's king. Leon, undeterred, demanded the demon reveal itself. Suddenly Archeum's lifeless body transformed and surrounding soldiers metamorphosed into demons. Asserting control, Leon urged the panicking soldiers to unite. "Fight is won," he declared, instilling confidence that victory awaited those who stood together. Demons attacked Leon, but he effortlessly halted their assault with 2 fingers, proceeding to decapitate one with a single punch. Within the castle, soldiers unaware of the lurking evil were shocked as demons emerged, Leon's swift action halted the demonic threat. As demons targeted innocent civilians, soldiers valiantly intervened, ensuring no demon was spared. The command echoed, "Kill them all. The demons have infiltrated the castle." The battle intensified, soldiers fighting demons alongside Leon, who wielded his holy sword with divine precision. Interrupting the chaos, Leon admonished loyal soldiers, prioritizing the royal family. Loyalty, he emphasized, should align with protecting the monarchy during emergencies. A soldier affirmed his loyalty to the queen alone. "Her Majesty has my unwavering allegiance," he declared, embodying devotion amidst the chaos. Leon effortlessly deflected the soldier's sword with a single finger, sending it soaring midair. Asserting royal authority, Leon reminded, "I, as the king, ask questions and pass judgments. Know your place," he advised. The soldier, claiming authority in the queen's absence, argued, "Chancellor's death grants me power." Leon sensed corruption, urging swift action. "Eliminate the corrupted energy infesting the castle." The soldier questioned Leon's intentions. Leon sternly asked, "Desire command over the soldiers." Unexpectedly, the queen interjected, asserting, "I'll handle evil." Leon dismissed her powerless state. Addressing citizens, Leon declared, "As King Leon Dragonia Lionheart, I hold full authority in the Lionheart Kingdom." Leon disclosed a demon plot, assuring citizens he could discern the possessed. They asked, "How?" Leon proposed a test, instructing innocents to step into flames. The citizens, alarmed, questioned the drastic measure. Demonstrating resolve, Leon threw a soldier and a lady into the fire. Citizens, shocked and fearful, speculated about their fate. Citizens marveled as the lady emerged unharmed from the flames. Astonishment swept through the crowd. Suddenly, a scream pierced the air as a soldier transformed into a demon. Panic gripped the onlookers. Leon, invoking the divinity of war and fire, instructed citizens to praise Patos. "Only evil burns," he assured. Questioned by the crowd, Leon, frustrated, urged them into the flames. "Hurry, are you corrupted or seeking my sword's judgment?" Everyone rushed towards the fire. Leon, addressing the demon, vowed, "I'll punish you, tear your soul apart." The demon, defiant, taunted Leon about his limited knowledge. Leon retorted, "No peaceful death for you, wretched demon." Leon's thunderous roar ruptured the demon's ears. The battlefield echoed with the intensity of his rage. Scornful, Leon denounced the demons as arrogant worms. "You won't deceive as humans, I won't allow it," he declared. With fierce determination, Leon foretold the demon's painful demise. "Your cries will resonate in despair worldwide." The demon, baffled by Leon's fury, mused, "Is he furious about us walking on 2 feet? We might have picked the wrong opponent." Reynold, observing Leon on the screen with a demon pearl, remarked, "The infiltration plan seems a failure." Leon, addressing the demons, demanded, "Scream and cry in pain, that's the only way to bring me joy." The man holding the demon pearl expressed concern, muttering, "Leon is truly frightening." Leon, the king, reassured Sparrow Kingdom citizens, declaring his presence safeguards against evil. He exposed the malevolence that sows negativity in minds. Defying the evil's warning, Leon silenced it, proclaiming, "Shut up, demon," amidst ominous laughter. Leon urged everyone to witness the malevolent force, blaming it for seduction, fear, starvation, illnesses, and family discord. Accusing the demon of disrupting marriages and causing financial losses, Leon broke a horn, evoking a pained reaction. Citizens blamed the demon for personal woes, from sickness to romantic rejections and gambling losses. Despite the demon's protests, Leon intervened, breaking another horn, stifling its retorts. Leon labeled demons as bringers of misfortune, attributing all woes to their influence. Accusing the demon of eroding faith, Leon assured divine flames from the war and fire deity Pitos for protection. Pointing at a red-headed boy, Leon tasked him with a fiery weapon, ordering punishment until the demon atoned. The boy, eager for vengeance, affirmed his lack of pity, fueled by his father's demise at the demon's hands. The boy, undeterred, approached the demon. With a fearful warning, the demon threatened to pursue him to the ends of hell. Leon intervened, urging a softer approach. Ignoring the demon's curses, the boy struck him with determination. Leon silenced the demon, putting an end to its protests. Enter Baltars, the demon of pleasure and corruption, now incarcerated after 34 years of tormenting humanity. Bound in a jail, he faced an unexpected twist. Inside the bar, a robotic machine confronted Baltars. Uninterested in its instructions, Baltars dismissed it as inferior, contemplating how to corrupt it. The machine labeled him uncooperative, prompting soldiers to appear. Baltars dared them to kill him, confident in his eventual return. A soldier approached with a wooden bucket containing 15% holy water. Baltars, intrigued yet apprehensive, questioned its purpose. The machine, citing big data, claimed water held answers. Baltars laughed, considering it a joke, until the robot plunged its face into the holy water. Screaming in pain, Baltars warned about his identity. The machine, undeterred, repeated the process, leaving his face red and burned. Despite protests, the machine persisted in its unorthodox interrogation, submerging Baltars again for his uncooperative behavior. Baltars, tortured and clueless, faced the relentless machine. As the ordeal continued, the machine detailed him as captive number 14, falling short of the average character count among hostages 1 to 13. Baltar, frustrated, demanded more information. Irritated, he shouted, unsure how much others revealed. The machine questioned the need to spare a hostage with inadequate information. Baltar, now polite, asked what he should say. Leon intervened, stating all information from the 32 beings was gathered. The machine confirmed an 89% similarity, deeming it true. Leon praised Sir Spinna, the machine, for eliminating the demon. The Song of Justice played, agitating Leon, who shattered a wine glass in frustration. Sir Spinna warned of Leon's rising stress. Leon, unwilling to tolerate evil, sought a solution for coexistence. Leon, determined, opted for immediate elimination. Energized, he prepared for action as Sir Spinna, free from exhaustion, joined him. Sir Spinna suggested swift elimination. Leon embraced the plan, transforming and feeling a surge of energy. Leon and Sir Spinna, demigod and machine, united to eradicate the source. The night turned cruel as they embarked on their mission. Leon and Sir Spinna, an unstoppable duo, ventured forth as the relentless night unfolded. Reynold Sherman entered the demon world with the demon pearl, astonishing the demons. "A human, it's a human," they exclaimed. Sweating and stressed amidst many demons, Reynold asked, "Is this all right, Grand Being?" The demon pearl cautioned him not to gaze at the pleasure-laden entities for long. Advised to avoid the alluring demons, Reynold acknowledged, "Yes, sir." Suddenly, an unfamiliar voice commanded him to halt, leaving Reynaldo momentarily stunned. Startled, Reynold stopped upon hearing the voice. The demon, offended by Reynaldo's presence, berated him. "You dare enter my domain of entertainment?" The demon threatened, "You know nothing of fear." Reynold sensed the intense evil energy, while the demon pearl cautioned him not to observe the crown. Introducing the demon as Androgen, the great demon of pleasure and corruption, the demon pearl informed Reynold. Androgen mocked, "Ah, the spineless one." Androgen belittled, "The goblin tasting sudden success." The demon pearl expressed disdain with a scoff. Offering an irresistible deal, the demon pearl challenged Androgen, who sneered, "An offer? From you?" Laughing, Androgen asserted superiority, dismissing the demon pearl's proposition. He taunted, "Your lord and most great demons are gone. Equals? Never." Defiantly, the demon pearl cautioned Androgen, "Your end will come too." Enraged, Androgen exclaimed, "What?" The demon pearl persisted, "Not just our lord perished in the Great Ascension 180 years ago. I'm certain your lord met the same fate." Enraged, Androgen snapped, "You insignificant insect." The demon pearl acknowledged the ruthlessness of past events. Returning 180 years ago, the five evils united to conquer the world for the first time. However, the outcome was catastrophic. 3 demon lords and 10 million others met a devastating end, slain by Leon Dragonia Lionheart. In the present, the demon pearl declared, "I'm the lone survivor from that heavenly place," followed by a moment of silence. Androgen questioned, "You know what occurred there?" The demon pearl replied with an evil laugh, "Ki-hee-hee." The demon globe taunted, "Beasts consumed by instincts. I offered something you couldn't refuse." Fuming, Androgen demanded, "Speak up, I'll cast you into the deepest abyss." The demon globe continued, "I heard you were following orders from the esteemed great demon." Brimming with rage, Androgen affirmed, "It's almost done. She may persist, but she's still a mere mortal." The demon globe proclaimed, "The end is near," revealing Queen Beatrice, the subject of Androgen and the demon globe's discussion. Reynold Sherman questioned, "Is it done now?" The demon globe replied, "This is our most effective method." He continued, indicating a 7-3 chance of success, favoring Androgen 7 to Leon's 3. Reynold Sherman remarked, "So if I, an S-ranked mage, and you were to join, wouldn't we surely win?" The demon globe retorted, "I won't be involved." Reynold considered him a cowardly shithead. Curiously, Reynold asked the demon pearl, "Where should I go now?" The demon pearl directed, "To the corpse harvesters near the palace forest, known for their attack power." Reynold agreed. Spotting a corpse harvester, Reynold inquired, Is that one? The demon pearl affirmed, yes, that's a corpse harvester. Urging him to hide, it warned of danger. Suddenly a red light appeared, and a glowing rope entangled the corpse harvester. Both the demon globe and Reynald were astonished by the spectacle. Leon's voice resonated, asking, Sir Spin, are you finished? Sir Jagd Spinna replied in his customary Kirik. Walking forward, Sir Jagd Spinna and Leon approached after subduing several corpse harvesters in the trees. Sir Jagd Spinna speculated more might be alive. Observing the last harvester's activity, Sir Jagd Spinna reported, it was focused on something. Leon pondered, after all that, more still remain? Confirming their stealth, Reynald affirmed, yes, it's still active. Anxious, he admitted, I'm really very anxious. How? I heard no noise on the way here, Ronaldo Sherman asked the demon pearl. Leon, standing before them, mused, strange. It's the Grail Knight's divine law of silence, exclaimed the demon pearl. Blocks out even the noise of horses running, it added. The demon globe continued. He's used that divine law of silence and eliminated all demons in the forest. Abruptly, Leon sensed an ominous energy. Shocked, the demon pearl and Ronaldo Sherman began sweating profusely. Leaning forward, Leon stated, it seems to be around here. Suddenly, Sir Jagd Spinna cried, Kirik. Simple satellite has sighted the target. Location 4B17, more remain, announced Sir Spinna. Leon urged, let's go. Sweating and trembling in fear, Ronaldo Sherman and the demon pearl appeared shaken, Ronaldo's face turning pale. Shivering intensely, Ronaldo fell down, exclaiming, Whoa, that was close. Seems like their souls left their bodies. In a house, Leon cleaned up and bathed after the fierce battle, his clothes torn in several places. Reflecting, Leon spoke of the demons of pleasure and corruption, describing them as perverts chasing twisted desires. Strange. He mused aloud. Why have so many demons settled at this gate? There are high-ranking ones and elites. A great demon must be here. Surprised, he wondered aloud, but why? A sudden female voice from behind remarked, disgusting smell of blood. Leon was taken aback by the unexpected female voice. Realizing his oversight, Leon thought to himself, I didn't notice her presence. Queen Beatrice suggested, You must be tired. Why don't you rest for a little while? Queen Beatrice greeted the knight, considering if she should address him as the king of the Lionheart. Leon, captivated by her beauty, was spellbound. He closed his eyes, marveling at her allure. She radiated sensuality effortlessly, a woman whose beauty symbolized conflict and downfall. Ordinary individuals often fail to recognize their own descent into ruin. Queen Beatrice extended her hand, introducing herself as Beatrice Alighieri Spero, the queen of her modest realm. Leon, in turn, introduced himself as Leon Dragonia Lionheart, the ruler of the Lionheart Kingdom. He admitted his lack of earlier recognition, to which Queen Beatrice smiled reassuringly. She mentioned her visit was to express gratitude for saving her kingdom. Leon, pondering the circumstance, felt it wasn't the right time for her presence. Beatrice, waiting briefly, mentioned feeling observed. Leon inquired about the Watcher, questioning who it could be. She revealed being watched by the general and his knights, seemingly holding her captive. Leon expressed surprise, considering the general's loyalty. Beatrice clasped Leon's hand, urgently seeking help. She requested assistance, stating there was no time to spare. Leon paused, contemplating her request. He decided to listen further before making a decision. Beatrice implored him to eliminate the general and his knights. She offered her kingdom in return. After a brief pause, Leon reflected on her plea, only to be suddenly embraced by Beatrice. She stated in a serious tone, Inspect the underground castle floors. The general is hiding something there. The general walked towards Leon's room, addressing him as, Your Majesty Lionheart. He apologized for the disturbance, announcing his entry. Upon forcing open the door, Leon stood alone in the room with no trace of Beatrice. Angrily, he questioned the intrusion into a king's bedroom at night. The general acknowledged the rudeness, citing an urgent situation. A moment of silence followed, and then a non-committal response from Leon. Leon informed the general about meeting the queen. The general's casual reaction prompted Leon to inquire why he wasn't concerned about the queen being out at night. The general explained the queen's typical behavior. Leon, frustrated, questioned leaving the queen alone while demons infested the kingdom. The general asserted demons don't attack at night. Disbelieving, Leon retorted, questioning their regard for day or night. Frustrated, Leon expressed disbelief that such a person could become a general, addressing the general's certainty. The general, seeking forgiveness for rudeness, expressed the need to depart. Leon abruptly mentioned the queen's claims about her incarceration. The general, deflecting the matter, asserted it wasn't for an outsider to concern themselves with, slamming the door behind him as he left. After his departure, Leon felt suspicious, sensing there were secrets lurking within. Determined to unveil the truth, he decided to investigate the underground floors. Summoning Sir Spina, the knight shattered the window with his arrival. Leon instructed him, "I need you to check something for me." Outside the palace, a horde of demons marched, heading towards the grand fortress, ready to invade. Among the demons, one laughed sinisterly, commanding to sever heads and torture bodies. Another cried out, urging corruption and tainting. A demon announced Sir Androgen's decree. The first to scale the castle walls would be rewarded 100 slaves. The horde echoed, chanting, "Taint them, taint them." Suddenly Leon's holy spear flew forth, decimating many demons. Bewildered, they wondered about the unexpected assault. Souls departed their mortal vessels, crying in despair, "I don't want to die," only to converge in the Holy Grail held by Leon. Addressing the deceived creatures, Leon expressed disdain for their instinct-driven existence and their ignorance of life's value. Brandishing his sword, Leon rebuked, "You disgusting insects, as Lionheart, I'll impart the importance of life upon your wretched souls," commanding, "Face your fear." Leon instilled dread in the demons, causing them to tremble and sweat profusely. At another location, General Ricardo appeared, surprising one of his knights who asked why he wasn't on the battlefield. Ricardo assured, "The outsider will handle it." Concerned about the seal, he inquired, "Is it working fine?" Receiving an affirmative reply, he hesitated to share something but abruptly decided against it. Unaware of Sir Spina's invisible presence, observing every move from above, they proceeded. The general assured, "It's not far, just a matter of patience." Approaching a bed veiled in curtains, Ricardo revealed its contents. Sir Spina, in its usual fashion, reacted with a shocked "Kirik" as the curtains fell. Demons, bound together, trailed behind Gu Daesung. As they walked, Daesung noticed a peculiar monster, oddly cute among the malevolent group. Daesung, cautioning the demons, couldn't help but marvel at the charming creature amidst the chaos. The cute monster implored Daesung to untie her, promising something beneficial in return. Employing seduction, the creature flirted with Daesung, seeking freedom from the confining ropes. After a brief transformation, Daesung, shocked, slapped his own face, bewildered by the unexpected turn. The monster, surprised, questioned how an ordinary human resisted its allure. Daesung, almost succumbing, breathed a sigh of relief. Leon on his stallion appeared, inquiring about the commotion. Daesung pointed at the creature, enraging Leon, who rebuked its attempt to seduce his soldier. The demon begged for forgiveness, met with Leon's swift kick, silencing any further protest. Leon, unyielding, asserted dominance over the demon, leaving it to ponder its own demonic nature in the face of the Lionheart King. Kim Jin-soo questioned Leon about the subdued public reaction despite their victorious efforts. Leon attributed it to the relentless demon war corrupting human minds. Leon elaborated that only a few elites comprehend the ongoing battle, emphasizing the unending struggle against demons. Leon proposed a grim solution: have citizens hang demons themselves, witnessing the demise of their vile souls. Kim Jin-soo agreed, and Leon noted the absence of a welcoming committee despite their triumphant return. Soldiers halted Leon's advance only to face his swift retaliation. He commanded his team to proceed. Kim Jin-soo questioned the audacity of their entry. An old man advised against worrying, making the intrusion easier. Gu Daesung drew attention to a mysterious underground location. Kim Jin-soo, bewildered, wondered about the unexpected discovery. Spotting a box, Kim Jin-soo sensed something inside, prompting further investigation. Leon suspected this might be the secret the queen mentioned, urging caution. Kim Jin-soo advised waiting for Leon's guidance. Upon entering, Leon discovered the queen unconscious within the box, unraveling a mysterious and concerning situation. Leon warned against succumbing to dark energy. Kim Jin-soo, doubtful, acknowledged his aura's ineffectiveness. Leon, opting for a manual approach, playfully punched Kim Jin-soo, determined to resist temptation. Leon noticed self-inflicted harm, questioning Kim Jin-soo's resistance. He advised deep breaths to clear the mind. Soldiers, astonished at Kim Jin-soo's immunity, questioned Leon's resistance to the queen's seduction. Leon dismissed their claims, emphasizing the queen's enchantment as a potent, unyielding force, recalling the Lady of Pleasure. Leon explained the demonic allure, labeling it a corrupting pleasure beyond mere adaptation. Despite hating demons intensely, Leon sensed no corruption energy from the queen, perplexing him. Soldiers, unfazed, puzzled Leon. He initiated a spell invoking the divinity of dream and death, seeking blessings. Queen Arena responded positively, surprising the soldiers with her acknowledgement. The soldiers, shocked, realized they stood before Ariana, the knight and owner of the Lionheart, under the queen's unexpected influence. Responding to Leon's summoning spell, Queen Ariana declared, "I shall answer your call, King of the Lionheart." Queen Ariana, the embodiment of dream and death, arrived with a radiant light stick. Leon, showing deep respect, bowed to greet her warmly. Acknowledging Leon as Ariana's knight and owner of the Lionheart, Queen Ariana directed General Ricardo to return. He descended at her command, sensing her presence. Addressing the demons, Queen Ariana criticized their creation of a corrupt consciousness in the endless dream, denouncing the chaos they caused. Queen Ariana emphasized the transient nature of dreams, ordering the demon of corruption to reveal his true self and discard his mask. Unveiling her glowing light stick, Queen Ariana illuminated General Ricardo, exposing his true identity in the sparkling light. Gu Desung, witnessing the revelation, was shocked by the transformation of General Ricardo into the Death Knight. Queen Ariana and General Ricardo realized their mutual lack of awareness. Leon clarified General Ricardo's delusion of creating a world independently. The Death Knight urged Leon not to interfere in his conversation with Queen Ariana. Gu Desung, protective, held Kim Jinsu and instructed them to guard the queen. He warned Leon about the presence of Death Knights approaching. Leon cast a magical spell to retrieve his weapon, asserting that the dream's origin lay with the queen. Greeting her would naturally alter the dream. The Death Knight, poised for action, advanced towards Leon, preparing to strike with formidable strength. With a powerful leap, he aimed to deliver a forceful blow to Leon with his sword. Leon, employing tactics, halted the weapon clash with sparks flying. He countered with his 1v1 gun, questioning the Death Knight's intent. Inquiring about betrayal, Leon received a humorous admission from the Death Knight, confessing a long-standing betrayal of knightly honor. The Death Knight attacked from both sides, but Leon, fueled by anger, asserted that such tactics wouldn't thwart him. Leon intensified his assault, breaking the Death Knight's shield. Seizing the moment, he placed a hand on the Death Knight's skull. Royal bodyguards approached, but the Death Knight, claiming strength, anticipated Leon's weakness as an undead. Leon withdrew his sword, embedding it into the ground, announcing his inability to protect anything. A powerful stroke ignited a spreading fire. Observing the aftermath, the Death Knight, shocked, realized his defeat against Leon's royal bodyguards. Leon confronted the kneeling Death Knight, urging him to awaken from the futile dream. He warned of an eternity in this absurd fantasy if he persisted, dubbing him a foolish knight. Puzzled by the apostles' loyalty, Leon questioned the queen's directive to kill them, reconsidering her villainous portrayal. Gazing at the Death Knight, Leon demanded an explanation for his actions against the queen, sensing something amiss. The Death Knight revealed the queen's pact with a demon, commending her bravery. The demon proposed a deal: endure corruption for a century, reliving the kingdom's collapse, or face annihilation if uncorrupted. Faced with a crumbling kingdom, the queen reluctantly accepted the demon's trap, hoping for salvation if they resisted corruption. Duke Archeum, corrupted and angered, ordered the capture of the already corrupted, plunging the kingdom into chaos. Helpless, the queen witnessed demons slaughtering her people during the day and endured corrupted whispers at night, questioning her role in this devastating phase. The great demon of pleasure posed an unyielding challenge, exploiting the queen's vulnerability over the years with crafty traps. The deal's conditions were clear. Suicide meant wandering the netherworld as a spirit, while servitude to corruption awaited all at the deal's end. Witnessing her kingdom's demise, the queen succumbed to the continuous seduction of corruption, slowly losing her sanity. 50 years in, her loyal knight succumbed to desire, prompting General Ricardo's decision to protect the queen at any cost. General Ricardo chose suicide to shield the queen, accepting the consequences of becoming a wandering spirit and servant of corruption, all to defy the contract and safeguard his allegiance. General Ricardo knelt before Leon and confessed, "We transformed into Death Knights to resist the queen's temptation. That's why we sealed the queen. The seal is held for 80 years, he continued, but we could only make her sleep briefly." Leon admired their loyalty and pondered the queen's directive to eliminate them. Goddess Plo addressed Leon as Leon Lionheart, and he respectfully acknowledged her. She queried, "Do you feel it?" Leon affirmed, "Yes, I do." Demonic energy shrouded the castle, emanating from Androgen and his demon army advancing to attack. Suddenly Leon called out, "Demon," startling everyone, and urged the soldiers, "Arise, soldiers of Lionheart, how long will you sleep?" Startled, Kim Do-eun woke up and questioned, What happened? Leon shook him awake, exclaiming, "Awaken! We must fulfill our duties." Dragging him to the battlefield, astonishing General Ricardo. Goddess Plo turned back, smiled, and addressed General Ricardo, proposing, "Shall we resume our unfinished conversation?" Androgen and his demon army approached through the main castle gate, shocking the soldiers with their vast numbers. A soldier urgently approached Leon, reporting, "Your Majesty, these demons breached the castle walls." Kim Jin-soo exclaimed, "There are too many of them." The soldiers took positions as Gu Daesung commanded. "Raise your shields," he instructed. "Maintain our positions and repel the enemies," following Leon's orders. Advancing with his sword pulsating holy energy, Leon moved forward while Sir Yogd Spinne armed himself as well. Soldiers, alongside Leon and Sir Spinne, stood ready to confront the demons, shouting, "Your Majesty will handle this no matter what." Androgen bellowed commands. "Work, you slaves, revel in the pleasure of pain." Approaching Leon's army, he laughed evilly, threatening their demise. Sir Yogd Spinne ordered, "Destroy all without weapons," his rage evident as he summoned his horse, Stallion. Amidst thousands of demons, Leon, Sir Yogd Spinne, and 50 soldiers stood. A soldier began to express hope in their ability when abruptly, swarmed by a horde of demons, a soldier cried out, "Your Majesty, it's over for us." Suddenly, a holy light appeared, flinging the demons away. Filled with rage, Leon called upon the lion hearts, emitting an intense amount of holy energy, terrifying the trembling demons and astonishing the soldiers. Assessing the situation, Leon remarked, "The demons of pleasure are strong in number." He noticed Stallion lying unconscious on the ground. "They lack combat prowess but use frustrating buffs," Leon observed, considering the tricks employed by these great demons. He contemplated, "I need more power." Facing thousands of demons, Leon pondered, "With my current power, can I manage this?" Eyes closed, then wide open, Leon shouted, "No choice," and commanded a charge forward. Death Knights joined, both armies fiercely battling the demons. General Ricardo approached, addressing Leon. "King of the Lionheart." Leon acknowledged him and retorted, "General." A wry smile appeared. Ricardo affirmed, "My loyalty to the Queen persists." Leon acknowledged, as it should. "King of foreign lands," Ricardo continued, "we've faced countless losses if change is possible." Leon remained silent. "We're banking on it," Ricardo stated. Leon, with a smile, pledged, "I'll meet your expectations." In dire times, Leon emerged as a beacon of hope, even as demons ravaged the world. The hunters, loyal knights, and even gods sought refuge in his heart. Suddenly engulfed in red flames, Leon called upon the divinity of war and fire. Goddess Ariana responded, warning, "Without you, this fire extinguishes." Leon vowed, "Then I'll endure." War God added, "Until you can stand alone." This relentless pursuit amid adversities marked Leon's path toward the stars. In the fiery grip of God Patos, Leon seethed with rage, surrounded by soldiers and their steadfast shields. Stress and fear gripped the demons as they witnessed Leon's burning manifestation, sweat beading on their foreheads. Leon, ablaze with divine fervor, wielded his holy sword, matching the red-hot flames that danced upon its blade. "I am Lionheart, the foremost horseman of Patos, the divinity of war and fire," Leon declared with a commanding voice. Soldiers, astonished, echoed their shock at the sight of Leon's new fiery form, murmuring war and fire. Addressing Patos, Leon exclaimed, "Your horseman seeks the fire of war to vanquish the evil that lurks here." Initiating a cascade of red-burning energy, Leon, sword in hand, prepared for the imminent battle. Demons quivered in fear as they beheld the awe-inspiring spectacle before them. 2 golden bulls and a chariot summoned by Leon appeared as he raised his sword to the sky. Entering the chariot, Leon advanced toward the trembling demons, spear in hand, ready for the impending clash. Expressing gratitude to his comrade, Leon instructed his severely injured stallion to rest after the last battle. Fueled by rage, Leon, gripping his spear, commanded his soldiers, "Follow me," with determination in his eyes. The golden bulls propelled the chariot towards demons and death knights, Leon leading, assuring his soldiers of victory. The general, alarmed, cautioned Leon about the dangers of the front lines, attempting to halt his relentless advance. Unyielding in his rage, Leon pressed forward, demons converging from the opposite side, ready to attack. Frenzied demons mounted on bloodhounds echoed their desire to kill as Leon became the target of their wrath. Leon, brimming with rage, scorned the demons, declaring, "You inferior beings, do you even understand the might of cavalry?" Riding the chariot, Leon passionately shouted, "Charge means to wield a sword and a spear," emphasizing the impending assault. The golden bulls surged forward at full pace, closing in on the demons, setting the stage for a decisive clash. A message alert echoed on every device. Strongest attacker has been unleashed, signaling the intensity of the impending battle. The bulls charged, sending demons soaring through the air, an unstoppable force clearing their path. The Death Knight general stood astonished, Androgen stressed and sweating, witnessing the relentless onslaught. Androgen, perplexed, clutched his head, questioning why they couldn't hold Leon back even for a moment. In response, Androgen commanded, "Fire magic cannons, sweep them away." The demons echoed, "Keek, fire the magic cannons." Magic cannons fired, but proved futile against Leon and his golden bull chariot as he relentlessly advanced. Leon, disdainful, shouted, "There's no honor in such cowardly long-ranged weapons," dismissing the feeble attempts. Another message buzzed on devices. Ranger Hater applied to the Legion, intensifying the battle dynamics. The message continued, revealing Legion reinforcement. Divine Law Arrow nullification applied, altering the course of the conflict. Continuing, it disclosed, Death Knight subject to arrow nullification, marking a pivotal moment in the unfolding chaos. A detonation erupted. Magic cannons converging on the battlefield where Leon, soldiers, and Death Knights clashed. Emerging unscathed from the blast, Leon stood on his chariot, clutching his holy spear, flanked by the two golden raging bulls. Fueled by rage, Leon roared, "Glory to the Lionheart," as he charged forward, a formidable force against the approaching demons. A message lit up devices announcing the application of the strongest attacker to the Legion, coupled with War Knight's blessings and evil species terror. The message continued, revealing a surge in charge bonuses. 400%, 120%, and 100%, intensifying the impending clash. Further enhancements followed. Assault Force's physical resistance rose by 35%. Evil species charge defense power plummeted by 80%, and Pedos's horsemen bestowed elemental reinforcement and flaming swords. The message detailed the most prolific demon slayer's impact, causing demons within a 1-kilometer radius to suffer decreased physical attack resistance, divine law resistance, close-ranged defense, and automatic soul return. Leon and his golden bulls launched an onslaught, demons sent soaring through the sky in the face of their relentless assault. Approaching Androgen, Leon exclaimed, "You shithead," provoking a heated exchange as Androgen leaped to attack, shouting, "D!" Androgen's assault sent Leon's chariot soaring into the sky, the battle escalating to new heights. Brimming with rage, Androgen began a retort, uttering, "Cuck, you arrogant little..." Before the sentence could reach completion, Leon vanished into thin air, leaving Androgen puzzled. In his mind, Androgen questioned, "Why can't I sense him? Where has the king of the Lionheart gone?" Suddenly, Leon descended from the sky with the chariot and a glowing spear in hand, surprising everyone. Launching a direct attack on Androgen, Leon left him astonished and unable to process the sudden turn of events. Filled with rage, Androgen tore off his armband, shouting, "What are you all doing? Kill him!" Leon, standing amidst the broken ground from his fall, paused and declared, "1 minute." Walking forward with the holy sword and spear, Leon commanded, "Endure for 1 minute," as Death Knights joined the impending battle. Fearful, Androgen mumbled, "Damn it, just one person. It's just one person more than before," but Death Knights systematically dispatched demons, causing them to flee in terror. Androgen marveled, "Are the knights of that fallen nation this much stronger?" Facing each other, Leon and Androgen prepared for battle. Androgen addressed Leon, "You, the king of the Lionheart." Pointing his finger at Leon, Androgen questioned, "Are you the one that killed Dothraden?" Leon stood silent for a moment, then inquired, "Dothraden?" Wearing a scary smile, he mockingly said, That ill demon who lugged around a giant bag of fat?" Shouting at Androgen, Leon criticized, "You inferior perverts," declaring he shredded the others and Androgen would meet the same fate. Continuing in rage, Leon added, "You just have a bit more limbs for me to shred." Androgen hurled 4 swords at Leon, vowing, "No matter what, I will kill you." Angry, he magically tossed 2 more swords, yelling, "D." Unfazed, Leon stood emitting red flames, holding the holy sword and spear. Entering his attack stance, Leon accused, "You're not throwing with your own power, you depend on magic." Shouting with rage, Leon attacked, ripping one of Androgen's 8 arms. Androgen, in fear and astonishment, admitted, "Leon deflected all of my attacks and now my arm cook." Leon, addressing Androgen, reiterated, "I told you I'm going to rip all your limbs to shreds." Jumping and raising his sword, Leon poised to attack Androgen. Androgen, shouting desire, witnessed his glowing crown, thinking, "Succumb to instinctive and savage desires. No living being can resist this skill." Death Knights warned, "It's very dangerous," and hailed the king of the Lionheart. Unaffected by the crown of desire, Leon executed his attack, causing Androgen to cry out in pain. Astonished Androgen, in shock, queried, How did you escape the illusion of desire? As Leon walked forward, he calmly stated, Even the Lady of Pleasure could not tempt me. Continuing, Leon added, So how would something like you be able to tempt me? Shivering and sweating, Androgen, in shock, insisted, No way, something is wrong. Any living being should have desires. Trembling in fear, Androgen stammered, Either way, I need to run. Urging his demon army, Stop him. What are you all doing? Suddenly, a golden bull emerged, attacking Androgen from behind and tossing him into the air. As Androgen hit the ground, Leon scoffed, You fool, your back was wide open. Leon placed his foot on Androgen's chest, and in a mix of confusion and fear, Androgen pleaded, Please wait. Accusing him of cowardice, Leon revealed, A divine being interfered, to which Androgen retorted, Knights are supposed to be about fairness. Angrily, Leon declared, It's not honorable for a third person to intervene in a duel. Shivering and sweating, Androgen stammered, Yeah, so however, Leon, filled with rage, dismissed, Honor has no place among you demons. With burning fury, Leon raised his sword, proclaiming, This is not a duel, it's an extermination. Launching an attack, a massive energy blast ensued, and at that moment Androgen, the demon of pleasure and corruption, met his demise. In the kingdom's early days, Goddess Beatrice marveled as prosperity and peace enveloped her people. Yet the illusion shattered when the relentless demon invasion unfolded. The wise mage queen, Goddess Beatrice, foresaw the spirits of inferior beings encroaching upon her realm, acknowledging the impending threat. Reflecting on the initial victories that brought hope, Goddess Beatrice soon realized the fleeting nature of that optimism amidst an unrelenting adversary. Recognizing the demon's resilience even in death, she grasped that the war had been lost from the very beginning. Despite accumulating victories and countless demon defeats, Goddess Beatrice lamented the inevitability of their return. Voicing the unfairness of it all, the kingdom edged closer to its demise under Goddess Beatrice's watch. Approached by the demons, Queen Beatrice faced a proposition: harbor the essence of corruption to spare her kingdom from collapse for a century. The demon promised, I'll restore everything to normal if you endure the essence of corruption without succumbing. Queen Beatrice, unable to question the feasibility, reluctantly agreed, driven by her love for those she sought to protect. Despite the demon's deceit, Queen Beatrice saw the deal as the sole means to safeguard her loved ones amidst the impending chaos. The downfall of the Sparrow Kingdom unfolded abruptly, a dance between pleasure and corruption ensnaring all. Once bright citizens, loyal knights, and a proud queen succumbed to darkness. Those who embraced evil remained lost forever. A knight, unable to resist temptation, invaded the queen's chambers, plunging further into moral decay. Seeking forgiveness, General Ricardo sealed the queen underground, ending his own life to roam as a tormented ghost. Queen Beatrice, burdened by guilt, acknowledged a decade of regret and devastation, a cycle of downfall she felt compelled to repeat. Expressing her desire for the nightmare to end, Queen Beatrice faced the consequences of choices that led to her kingdom's demise. Examining the demon's crown and weapon, Leon questioned their corruption. Jagd Spinner revealed the high-strength metallic material's utility. Despite its corruption, Leon considered leaving the artifact to Jagd Spinner for possible purification of its soul-trapping capabilities. Suddenly, Goddess Plo arrived, eager to inspect the crown obtained by slaying the evil. Leon gladly presented it for scrutiny. In response, Goddess Plo inquired about the origin of the crown, and Leon proudly recounted, I got it from defeating the embodiment of evil. Concerned that the crown might taint the queen's perception, Leon hesitated. Queen Beatrice reassured, It's all right. Queen Plo reminded Leon that the crown held the essence shared by great evils. Leon queried, Really? Elaborating, Queen Plo explained how the crown wielded power over the seductive demons who enticed the young into illusions. Expressing willingness to relinquish the wicked item, Leon offered it to Queen Plo. Grateful, she commended his efforts. Acknowledging Leon's honorable deeds, Queen Plo conveyed the Pantheon's happiness. Leon humbly stated, It was my duty. Urging greetings from War Petos, Queen Plo teased, Petos, can't you be honest? Petos replied with a simple, Good job. Leon, addressing Dream and War, made a request. King of War inquired, and Queen Plo encouraged, Go ahead. Leon proposed taking the souls of the fallen. King Petos and Queen Plo agreed to guide these outcasted souls. Petos questioned guiding the souls to the paradise beyond the cycle of life and death. Leon affirmed, They deserve solace. With a nod, Queen Plo and King Petos accepted the responsibility. acknowledging the departed soul's need for peace. In response to War Patos's stern stance, Queen Plo defended her dominion over the cycle of life and death, firmly asserting her authority. 3. Queen Plo explained to Leon Lionheart that those defying death faced consequences, having escaped the natural order. Acknowledging Queen Beatrice's plea for forgiveness, Queen Plo assured, "Take care of yourself." Despite risking rudeness, Queen Beatrice urged reconsideration, emphasizing her role as the fallen nation's lacking queen. Queen Plo, addressing Leon as the loyal knight, stated that the Pantheon wouldn't accept the souls into paradise. Acknowledging Leon's noble deeds, Queen Plo conveyed the god's appreciation for his loyalty. Pointing to Leon, Queen Plo revealed King Lionheart's request to care for his soul, the ultimate approval in her eyes. Promising purification and a new chance at life, Queen Plo extended an offer to cleanse Leon's tarnished soul. Suggesting a path for the queen of the foreign nation, Queen Plo proposed becoming her princess and aiding King Lionheart in spreading faith. Queen Plo outlined that by actively participating in the afterlife's resurgence, the knight's souls could find the rest they sought. Queen Plo pledged to grant the fallen knight a chance at reincarnation, offering a glimmer of hope amid the darkness. Resolute, Queen Beatrice agreed to Queen Plo's terms, and together Leon and Queen Beatrice emerged from the kingdom hand in hand. Assigning Daesung to report the damages, Leon learned most injured soldiers were healing, thanks to the Grail's power. Yet 6 had succumbed. Reflecting on the losses against endless demons, Leon considered the toll minor, vowing prayers for the departed and solace for their families. In prayer, Leon addressed War and Fire, asking for guidance and the washing away of any sins, celebrating the fallen warrior's courage. Leon envisioned the departed enjoying feasts with the gods, urging the Pantheon to remember their sacrifices. With a list of the fallen, Leon urged notifying their families, ensuring the Pantheon's acknowledgement of their sacrifices. "Let's return," he declared. The gate to the gods' paradise swung open, symbolizing the path for the fallen warriors to find eternal peace. As the gate swung open, the Hunter Association mobilized all available hunters to confront the unprecedented fluctuations emanating from within. Shocked staff questioned if the gate had been cleared, urging survivors to report to the executive for clarity on the situation. Association President Oh Kang-hyuk officially registered Beatrice as a survivor, expressing grief for the lost hunters. Oh Kang-hyuk acknowledged the miraculous outcome of the fluctuating red gate with a great demon, as Leon referred to videos from Sir Spinna. Leon revealed his plan to personally meet the families of the deceased soldiers, asserting, "They were my soldiers. It's the least I can do." Anticipating potential challenges, Kang-hyuk warned Leon about the unpleasant experiences he might encounter. Leon insisted on understanding the family's feelings. Urging Kang-hyuk to reveal the video and gather more hunters, Leon emphasized the imminent threat of a demon invasion, calling for preparedness. At Najuplain Pantheon building, Leon observed suspicious demon movements, prompting a call for urgent assistance. Deciding to take matters into his own hands, Leon teleported to Najuplan to address the urgent situation. Welcomed by Anjak, Leon was greeted as the greatest Grail Guardian, his presence acknowledged with reverence and respect. Leon greeted Anjak, asking about his experience in paradise. Anjak expressed gratitude, attributing the greatness to Leon's protection. Addressing Sir Gildas and Sir Antok, Leon praised their appearance. Gildas jokingly regretted not arriving sooner, prompting laughter from Leon. Arjun, the former king of the Lionheart, greeted Leon after a while. Leon apologized for any interruption, but Arjun dismissed it with a laugh. Leon inquired about new souls in paradise. Arjun revealed it had been 180 years, assuring Leon they were treated well. Acknowledging Leon's presence, Arjun sensed an urgent reason for his visit. Leon expressed a desire to greet the gods of the Pantheon and have a reunion. Arjun suggested going to the forest and offered Pithelion for wisdom. Leon envisioned running through the fields with a successor. Leon assured Arjun of his intent to leave a worthy successor, setting the stage for a profound discussion with the gods of the Pantheon. Leon expressed gratitude for the assistance, ready to embark on a journey that could shape the fate of both the living and the departed. With anticipation, Leon prepared to venture into the forest, a place that held the key to unraveling the urgent mysteries surrounding the Pantheon. As they readied for the journey, Leon couldn't help but feel the weight of responsibility, knowing that the choices made would echo through both realms. Guided by Sir Pithelion, Leon reached the designated point, declaring, "We are here." Addressing the sages of the forest, they hailed Leon as the lawful lord of Dragonia and the possessor of holy relics. Leon humbly apologized for intruding. The sages reassured him, stating that all living beings, even gods, were welcome in the forest. Leon expressed gratitude for their kindness. Acknowledging Leon's lineage, the sages questioned his purpose in the paradise of the dead. Leon responded, "Gunrar, I wish to meet the youngest among you, my friend." Gunrar, the youngest sage, greeted Leon as a longtime friend. Leon disclosed his need for Gunrar's seedlings. Gunrar inquired about the urgency. Leon explained Earth's demonic invasion, emphasizing the imminent threat and the need for a swift response. Leon noted Gunrar's absence in planting a seedling upon arriving in paradise. Gunrar acknowledged, and Leon requested seedlings for Earth's protection. Gunrar understood the urgency, and Leon elaborated on the infiltration of demons on Earth, likening it to the rot from within experienced in the Empire. Gunrar, convinced of the severity, agreed to provide the seedlings, acknowledging Leon as the only one capable of bridging the realms. As they prepared for the transfer, Leon realized the weight of being the sole link between the realms, entrusted with preserving both Earth and the paradise of the dead. Gunrar entrusted a valuable item to Leon, expressing joy at their reunion. Leon thanked him, cherishing the sentiment of their long-standing friendship. Gunrar advised Leon not to rush his visits to the paradise. A subtle reminder of the interconnectedness of both realms lingered in the air. While returning, Leon was called by familiar voices, Sir Gratus, Anjak, and the former King Arjun. They questioned his swift departure. Arjun handed Leon a mysterious gift, revealing it to be reins from a renowned animal trainer capable of taming even monsters. It held significance buried with Arjun. Sir Gratus presented a manual, acknowledging Leon's early struggles in training forces and ensuring the guide would be of assistance. Anjak bestowed upon Leon a holy relic, typically passed down to saintesses. Leon hesitated, but Anjak assured him of the Pantheon's backing. Anjak's gift, a symbol of protection, was accepted with gratitude. Leon thanked everyone for their thoughtful contributions. Returning to Najuplan, Leon sought Queen Beatrice's audience, formally knocking on her door. He sought permission for his visit. Queen Beatrice playfully teased Leon's formality, inviting him in. Leon, ever the serious king, emphasized the importance of seeking permission. In a moment of camaraderie, Queen Beatrice urged Leon to relax, assuring him he had an open invitation. The King of the Lionheart entered, ready for their meeting.